Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly dungeon muser this evening. Tonight, we are continuing on with a very long session of our ongoing campaign playing Jeff Talanian's incredibly cool Astonishing Swordsmen and Sorcerers of Hyperborea. We're playing a fairly heavily house-ruled version tonight. That will allow us to play the game in a more traditional kind of fantasy setting because we're actually playing through Ron Lundine's very cool The Dead Roads adventure, or at least this is it's primarily based on this adventure. And with me tonight for the session are the stars of the Beneath the Boneyard campaign. And I'm going to go in. I'll go in reverse order because Steve, I keep picking on you last. Well, we'll pick on you first this time. First up is the man, the myth, the legend, Steve-O!
It is I. And I am playing Nargul, the Damphir Woodland Magician.
Awesome. Next up is Dave.
Everybody, I'm playing Vargosh, the orc-blooded mercenary who has weapon problems, but we'll deal with that later.
Vargosh, Bay of Blade Bane.
Tonight, I am drinking water with lemon.
Ooh, you are living large. Next up is Greg.
I am playing Larissa, the vampire berserker.
Nice. Next up is Jeffrey.
Yep, I'm Jeff. I'm playing Yorian, and he is an assassin halfling. And I am drinking Lafroig quarter cask.
Ooh, very cool. And last but not least is Arlen Walker.
Hi, I'm Arlen. I'm severely outnumbered by the Canadians this time. And
really, eh?
and I'm playing Sagramore. He's a knight. He is almost level 2. He needs like 80 XP or something like that
Arlen,
to get there.
You're a Texan, which is pretty much the next best thing to being an Albertan. So yeah. You're sort of an honorary cowboy, or they're somewhat adjacent there, but too. Okay, so let's see. Oh, and Arlen, I was going to tell you too. I forgot. I was clearing out some old things on Anchor, and when you ran your first, because Arlen ran a series of very, very cool One Ring RPG adventures for us, where I got to play a halfling or hobbit named Rufus Burrows. And I found I had at some point done I was trying to do an intro, or I was practicing the accent with it, and I found about 10 sound clips that were all half saved. I had lost a thing I recorded today, and I was trying to find it, and I'm like, no, that's me sounding like an idiot. No, that's also me sounding like an idiot. No, that's another one too, and they're all like slightly different accents too.
Classic.
Yeah, I can't wait to get back to a month, and then we get back to what do you call it to that? But tonight, guys, we are carrying on with episode 4 of this one. So last session we saw a furious series of melees. We let's see, Vargosh has recovered a new beat stick with which to make use. Larissa strangely phased out, or seemed to be, replaced by this unusual new halfling. But now, once again, another member of your party, this time Red Crow, it has been replaced by this tall, willowy, pale-skinned berserker. And again, as with last time, like you guys don't think anything of it. It's just, it's sort of it's not evident to you that this has happened. You're just sort of like, all right, I guess, whatever, unease that you have with the sudden replacement of this person fades away. And Larissa, same with you. You can't. There's a moment, like a brief moment of disorientation as you're trying to sort out where you are and whatnot. But you sort of quickly, that whatever concern you would have over that fades, and what you see is your colleague who you met before, Sagramore, that big burly mailed guy, boom, has this hideous thing pinned up against the wall, and it's spouting out a bunch of nasty threats in a language that you don't quite understand. And this is what this thing looks like. And it's moving its oversized head around. This thing is only about like 1.5 feet tall, maybe 2 feet tall. It's very, very small. And in comparison to the enormous, red-haired man or knight that has him against the wall, this thing it would appear like a toddler. So, Sagamore, you can't make out what this thing is saying, but Neorian, you certainly can. And it's spewing out a bunch of threats against Sagramore. Nargul, you've made your way over there, and let's see what Nargul can actually see right now.
I think I do not have vision of the map. I just got a black screen.
Oh, do you have?
We're down. So, Kevin, you can shift ping to bring us all over.
Or you maybe
make sure that we're in the right spot.
Maybe I've got it zoomed out too much.
Oh, how about now, Greg? Can I?
Let's just see. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we were in the bottom corner. I just had too much zoom going on.
Okay. I want to see the pores on my token. Okay, so that is where you guys find yourselves. Nargul, you could see across the way there, it appears that there is a door right there, a stone door that is closed, that it's similar to the one that you guys saw in the initial room with the sarcophagi, because on the bottom of it, there is this relief. And what you can now see as well is that this archway here, that there is a door there as well that swings open and stands open, just like it kind of displays on the thing there. But in this room, guys, let's talk about what's in here. In addition to this screaming little blue-skinned fae thing, that's what Red Crow and Nargul told you last time. What you also find are... and I rolled. Unfortunately, they had no treasure on them. I rolled through. So this room, yeah.
Were you saying that we would look at the weapon masteries in town or when we level? I can't remember how that conversation.
I was going to say you can redo it in town, but the thing is, because you had not been carrying a Warhammer at all, I'm fine with you swapping that one to the mace if you want to take advantage of that.
Okay.
I mean, you've been making, well, maybe what it was is, if we were to have some kind of narrative justification is, you've been looking to focus on something and you're sort of like really now that you've been putting this thing through its paces, you're getting the real feel for this particular weapon. So a footman's mace is now one of your favorite weapons.
What does that do for attack rate and modifiers?
Attack rate becomes 2/3, and you get +1 to hit, +1 to damage.
2/3?
Yep.
3/2.
Or 3/2. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
3, sir. 3.
3/2 and +1.
Arlen, I wonder if that film's the reason I don't like Pendragon.
Which one?
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
That's heresy.
Fun movie, not very closely related to how I would run Pendragon.
No, I don't doubt it. Whoa! Look at that. You feeling a little better there, Vargosh?
Yeah, I've wasted 2 terrific rolls.
All right. Oh, you just remind me. I got to get the Dice O' Doom for rolling initiative.
Yeah, Pendragon is John Borman's Excalibur.
Yeah, that's not helping. Not for me, at least. Okay, so the what you see in here, guys, is this room contains a row of 4 marble busts with a strong family resemblance. Each bust rests atop a pillar, a narrow stone pillar, the bust farthest to the north of a proud man with a wide mustache. And the proud man with a wide mustache looks very familiar. That is, of course, Roslar. And what you can see is that under each of the busts, there's actually a little plaque as well. and it's written in common. So, Sagamore, you're holding this, and let's see here. Who is literate? Nargul, I guess, and Neorian. What you guys can see is that the small plaques read from the top going down is Irvin Roslar, comma, hero. Then a woman, Annalisa Roslar, comma, sister. Comma, sister. Emisilla Roslar, comma, mother, and then Phallist Roslar, comma, father. And looking at this, actually, you're not looking at this yet, Sagramore, so I'll give you the things. I'll give you the spellings of these things as well, too. What are you guys thinking here? What's the plan, guys?
What happened to our blue meanie buddy?
I've got him. I guess I'm going to call over Neorian and say, can you understand what this thing is saying?
Yes, terrible curses aimed at you.
Wonderful.
Are you expecting him to say something else?
Well, I'm just wondering, can you speak his language? Or
Yeah.
can you just understand it?
I believe I can speak it.
You can.
Guys, what do we want to ask this thing? I'm gonna kind of every time he gets louder, I just sort of shake him a little bit until he quiets down. Like Tommy Lee Jones in Men in Black shaking the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has vomited on itself.
Okay. As long as it's not on me.
Nope. It's calmed down. It is a soupy white mix with little bits of chitinous insect inside. You thought the inside of the fire beetles smelled bad. Ooh, boy.
Yeah. Neorian, you got any ideas?
Neorian, what it's saying is light. Put out the light. Put out that light. Hate the light. Stupid pink. Stupid small pink.
He hates the light.
He hates you.
Neorian doesn't even know what's going on, like why we're here, what we're doing. He doesn't know anything, so to ask him questions would be like, I mean, you'd have to give me some direction.
Can you ask him if there are any others like him around?
Sure. How many like you are there?
Hundreds of thousands. 3 million of us.
Here?
Everywhere.
In this place?
No.
How many of you in this place?
Many.
Many. He says
Many.
many. Can you count?
Yes. Pink. Stupid pink.
I
I
hold
can
up-
count.
I hold up some fingers. How many is this?
I can't see. Not one.
Seems pretty hopeless.
Yeah, you're hopeless. Hopeless.
So I'm
Barbell
gonna,
Stonebreaker. Barbell Stonebreaker will make you all pay. You'll all die. Dinner for our roaches. Justice.
So how did we come upon this blue meanie guy? Were we murdering the rest of his buddies, and this is just the one that was left alive?
Yeah,
Who
this
is
the
that?
one that survived.
Where did she come from?
She was always here.
You fool. You stupid in the boneyard.
The
gonna-
boneyard.
take my holy symbol and kind of shove it in his face and see how he reacts to it.
Ah,
Is there any like scorch marks or something appearing on him? Or
yeah. Ah.
no?
Unless it's made
Okay.
of cold iron, it doesn't really. He just
Okay.
tries to bite at you.
I guess my god doesn't smite you down instantly, so we can continue the conversation.
Your guy is stupid.
He says in common.
Oh,
You speak common?
conversation is now.
I don't want to talk to you, Pink. Stupid Pink.
So he really doesn't like me.
Well, it's Talker the Sword, so I'll let you choose.
Bargo Stonebreaker will break you all. You'll all pay. Waves and waves of centipedes. And ticks. And
The ticks. He kind of sees that you've killed the tick at this point, and it's all roasted. What did you do to the tick? Big, like oily tears start forming in its eyes and begin rolling down its ugly face, and it starts wailing.
the tick.
What do you want from this stupid creature?
So does he have no weapon?
Not anymore, no.
No.
Sagramore basically fucking knocked the wind out of him when he was grappling with him, so yeah.
Well, he can't get out, right?
Oh god, no.
No, he can't. He can't get out. Like, if he ran up the stairs, there's no way out.
Down the stairs. Stairs go down.
The room we're in?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the stairs are where we came from. This is the
Oh, and we're headed up.
we're headed out. Okay, so I'm gonna ask him, how do we get out to the surface?
What surface?
Hold on, actually, let me make a reaction check, because he's still pretty fucking torn up over this.
I get a significant bonus to reaction rolls.
Ladders, unless you killed his wife.
And it continues on like that.
Were you in love with this creature?
I raised it. You
Yes,
just wanted to feed on your stupid pink innards. Big greedy. Leave it. I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
Okay, tell us.
We don't know. Came through Karak. Bargle Stonebreaker said there would be riches in here.
And who is this Stonebreaker?
Mightiest of us all. Powerful magician.
But he's your size, right?
He's mighty. He's mighty. You're too big. Too big to fit. Bargo Stonebreaker will avenge Tick. He'll make you pay for Tick. Tick's offspring will feed on you. Tasty, tasty blood.
He's got a long gray tongue that's way bigger than what his mouth could normally contain.
Am I big and strong enough to like carry him under one arm?
Oh yeah, he might bite.
Okay.
you.
So I sit down across from him and I pull out some like iron rations, some like jerky.
Yeah.
And I just start eating on it right in front of him.
Okay.
Somebody hungry? I say to him.
No.
Okay.
Oh man, Larissa, you're much nicer than me. I was just gonna punch his teeth out so that he couldn't bite me.
Oh, actually, okay. You know what, Larissa? He looks. Hey, yeah. No, but as he says, there's a whole bunch of like drool.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
I break it in half and hand him a piece.
More.
So we're trying to get out. I tell the little man, and we're willing to take you with us as long as you stop being disruptive. And we're way stronger than your wizard dude, because there's like 5 of us and 1 of him.
Yeah, there are more than one of Bargo. Bargo Stonebreaker has many. More than one.
So I unsheathe my gigantic bastard sword and I put it in front of him. How do you think your wizard dude is going to do against this?
He's skilled in sorcery.
Yeah, well, I'm skilled at cutting things in half. So
Do
you can
have
either
this?
stop being a problem and come with us, or because at the moment I think we're just wasting time. So we need to get moving so we can get out of here.
Then
I
Well-
don't think this creature is of any value.
Yes, but I look up at Sagamore. I think someone here would be opposed to his execution.
Really?
Well,
we just executed
there's
Sword
more.
of Friends.
no execute. Wait. You have more food?
We just killed 8 of his friends for attacking us. How is not killing him now a difference?
We
Yeah,
can't call it
Sagamore doesn't have a problem with execution. Sagamore is lawful badass, so he's just fine with putting him down.
executing the helpless.
Well, if they're bluish colored,
Really?
Lawful racist.
Really? How long have you been a fighter?
Yeah.
no, I think so. They're not
Like, here's
Sagamore's not gonna do it to himself, but Sagamore's like, if that's what we got to do.
Guilty by association.
Yeah, this is the Batman Begins morality.
So if what are the options if we're not going to kill him? We either have to take care of him, in which case he can run off and alert other people in the middle of the fight,
And then, like,
or we tie him up and something happens to us, he dies of starvation, which is way worse.
Wait. No tying up.
with elven rope.
Wait. What is your name?
Larissa.
I'm Zargal.
Oh, Zargo. How would you like a job?
His big beady eyes kind of narrow.
Recruiting now?
What's the pay?
So I like reach in my pouch and I take out a shiny piece of gold.
Ooh.
So food now, gold later.
I get same as ugly pink thing.
Call me Pink one more time. I
Pink.
dare you.
ugly pink.
I stab him.
So you come racing forward. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
I don't have my dagger or
Oh my-
anything on here.
Bargosh is like, hey, Larissa, I'll take your gold. You want me to smash him? And
Let me just add a dagger.
Because he's helpless, I'm going to let you apply your backstab bonus as well too. If you,
Uh-oh. That
Mm.
can instant kill him.
yeah.
Hold on, let me get my book.
it's only like a foot high, so it's not like.
I think secretly Jeff's just sick of me doing my might voice. So, I did see your.
A couple times there, it sounded like we were on the Flying City there.
Yeah, the gnome voice.
I'm like, I
Gnome
wrote in
voice
the chat.
was not a popular choice on my part.
Kev is borderline gnoming it right now.
God, I had a lot
I
of
think
fun with
this
that.
is one. What does a dagger do for damage?
1d4.
1d4. Okay, I think this will work.
I'm assuming that Sagamore's not doing anything to try and prevent this.
No.
Okay. So it's only
don't
1 point
kill
of damage, but it's
It doesn't matter if it's a successful hit. I roll a second d20 to determine the chance of automatic death.
Okay.
So if 2 hits him, then I roll again.
Okay. So let's see here. What do you need to roll to kill him?
Oh,
It just says roll a second d20. Oh,
Yep.
sorry, I just need a d20, not a attack.
Oh,
roll.
it's okay. You rolled a 5.
Oh, okay. So he has. Okay, I'm level 1. And what level of hit dice is he?
1.
So he has and I rolled a 5. So he has a 3 in 20 chance of dying.
Holy shit. Okay. Oh, so it means you.
does that actually work in combat?
Well, you guys aren't actually in combat right now.
No, but is the are not the assassin rules like the old first edition ones where you made a plan and then you compared the dice?
Target must be unaware of the attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Attack roll. Yeah. So you're.
Right, it's like a murder thing, right?
To determine chance of automatic death.
Yeah,
you got
it's like a narrative.
Oh, fuck me. So yeah, you know what? You actually would. I'm going to roll that you can do this because it's sort of out of the blue. You're suddenly, stabbing him. That is actually good enough. So you need to make a death save roll now. And
I mean, it's not a very likely death.
yeah, he's dead. Turns out level 1 or 1 hit die monsters do not have as a hit die. So what does it look like as you suddenly go and stab poor Varl?
It looks like Neorian has killed many small, annoying creatures before, and he just sort of surgically places his blade into probably his heart. And he pulls it out. He looks around, he says, I warned him. You heard me.
Now there's blood matching the vomit on the front of this thing's tunic, Sagamore.
So yeah, Sagamore's just going to drop the body.
Drops down. You have now slain the final mite.
He's useless. We know that there's a leader. He's a magic user. We're in some kind of place called the Boneyard. Let's move on.
Nargle, would you kindly give me a D6 roll? And actually, Sagamore, you as well, please.
Here we go.
So Sagamore and Nargle, a D6, please.
D6?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay, let's see here.
Uh-oh. My internet's having trouble.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think you're lagged quite a bit, like about 10 seconds or something.
All the way
There
down.
we go.
Texas and down.
Okay. And Steve-O, you give me a D6 roll there?
D6. Boom.
Boom. Okay. So no, none of you have any idea what you're talking about with the Boneyard. That doesn't ring a bell whatsoever.
Oh, like we don't know what it means.
Yeah, like you've never heard of the
Right,
Boneyard.
he just called this place the Boneyard when he was speaking, and that's...
It could just be, this is a crypt of some sort.
Yeah, I mean, that could also be a colloquialism for...
that sounds very reasonable, Arissa.
What do you call it? Graveyard.
You killed my minion. You owe me Weregild.
Exactly. As another cool thing about
I'll
RuneQuest.
point out that the word Weregild means mangold, so I don't think it applies to this creature.
I don't know. He probably thought he was something.
You think that was your minion? He would have stabbed you in the back the first chance he had.
No.
He probably would have.
I don't know. Who's more unpredictable, you or him?
Well, if I ask you to stop calling me something and you refuse, then maybe you could consider me unpredictable.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
That's what, it's the first time Larissa and Neorian have met each other too.
Right.
Okay, so
Jeff was there like last week, wasn't he?
No, I was on vacation.
2 weeks ago, yeah, like this. Oh yeah, last week. Yeah, last week. Yeah. Last week, Jeff was.
You kept mispronouncing his name.
That was the session that you missed on Wednesday.
Did you watch it?
Maybe I did. There you go.
Yeah, just like you were there.
That's right. See?
That's funny.
Okay, so in this, let's hear. In this room, there is nothing else really apart from these plaques. The plaques on the busts. There doesn't appear to be anything else really of interest. There's things on the wall, like carvings again, that seem very similar to that stuff you saw in that great hall, one level down, where there were the markings of the guy on the horse and whatever. Sagamore, you mentioned last time that you have a tabard on as well, too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're looking on the wall, and you think you can, up here in particular, you sort of pull the tabard back, and imagine there's some kind of clasps that are holding, your stuff together in there. The markings that you got on there is the same sort of markings that you have on your tabard, the down, facing sword with the thing. A lot of the armored figures, not Roslar, not Mr. Mustache there, but a lot of the other knights have the exact same symbol carved onto their walls, and not like it's the same one each time. It's several of them. Some on shields, some on the whatever the draped barding is on a horse. Yeah.
What kind of armor are these knights wearing?
Plate. Field
Okay.
plate.
Field plate.
Yeah.
So they're serious business.
Serious business. Yeah. These
All
are they seem like the epitome of chivalry. And if you do spend time actually studying these things, you feel a bit of a swell of I think it's pride. You look down at your own and it's a stylized version, but those markings are very, very close to what you're actually wearing. So you can see Sagamore studying the carvings on the wall. Now it appears that Larissa, you lost your healing potion. Hold on. Did Red Crow give his healing potion to anybody?
To me.
Yeah. Okay. So then, so Larissa, you do not have your healing potion with you anymore.
Okay.
Yeah,
I have one if you're bad.
You still have one?
Yep.
Okay, because Sagamore,
Yeah.
you're pretty banged up.
Yeah, Vargosh and Nargle and Neorian have theirs because I used mine and Red Crow gave his to me.
Okay.
Why? What happened to mine?
It transferred to Neorian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then you would have, what's his name? Red Crow's would have transferred to you, but he used it, so he has none.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Whatever.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, Sagamore still is looking pretty bloodied as he's doing that. Does anyone want to assist the? I don't want to tell you how to do your jobs, guys, but
I could heal you, but it would make it worse.
Is Larissa wounded too?
I'm not.
No.
Everyone can see each other's health bars, right?
We can only see I can only see the temp bar on Larissa. I can't see the main health bar.
Oh, okay, hold up. Let me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Larissa's health bar is clear to me. So I was like,
Oh, sorry, guys. Hold on.
Oh,
Yeah, they once again they changed the.
Neorian will walk over and give Sagamore his healing potion and say, "Remember this later, friend."
Knight always repays a good turn. And
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna down it.
Can everybody see everybody else's health bar now?
Yeah.
I can't see the number on Jeff's, but I can see everybody else's.
Can't see a number on Jeff's. Oh, is that just because it's so small, or
Yeah, it's just because it's
No,
like
no number.
one hit point. There's no number. It's just one hit.
Oh, hold up. Why is that?
because he's a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you know why? There we go. Boom. How's that, guys?
There we
Yep.
go.
Okay.
All right. Everybody's health bars, all the numbers.
Oh, you know what? We'll give you a
Sagamore
Vargosh
is mostly better.
or Nargul. Yeah, you guys can all see Nargul's familiars, his her Viper's hit points as well, too. That's the green above him.
Yep.
Hey, look at that, Sagamore.
Yep.
Looking pretty tough again. Okay, so what are you guys doing here? There does appear to be a room leading out that Nargul's been looking through, and while you've been doing this interrogation of that blue thing, and you've inspected the room, you haven't heard or seen anything else.
Well, time to throw caution to the wind. What do you think, Vargosh?
Mm.
In we go.
That's awesome. All right, guys. So get yourselves, if you want to move yourself in there, go ahead and move in, and let's talk about what you see here. So one thing is even those of you without dark vision, you can see there is a fire burning on an altar at the far end of the room, the to your left as you immediately enter.
And that slip behind us is similar to the one from the horse's tomb?
It's actually a little bit bigger. Yeah, it's a little bit bigger, and it's not. It is not burned through in acid.
It's been mined out?
Yeah, so this cavernous chamber has 2 doors to the north and 2 to the south, one of which you came through. The west end of the room contains an altar with a symbol of a winged rapier burning with bright light. Several tiles on the floor in front of the altar bear large symbols. The east end of the room contains a large crack defacing a mural of armored figures staring resolutely forward with beams radiating behind them. On the shields of each of those figures, Sagramore, the same symbol that adorns your shield.
Mm-hmm.
Several corpses of small, bug-eyed blue creatures slump in 3 piles around where those tiles are.
How does it look like they've expired? Like they're just sort of slumped over?
Well, you have to get closer to see. You're about 40, 50 feet away right now.
I will move to there.
Okay. So what you can see is they are scorched.
Okay.
They've been scorched by something.
Like, so is the bottom half of them scorched and the top half not scorched? Like something burst out of the
They're
ground?
so small. It's sort of your, what do you call it? It's basically their entire bodies, like whatever skin is exposed, and there's burn marks on their tiny little clothing.
Well, do you want to just do the whole check out the rooms, the one below us, then work our way around, and then we can.
Who's
Steve,
not following
trouble
that?
getting through there? Boom. How's that?
Boom.
Nargle, you coming with?
Yeah, I think he may have had having difficulty getting through the door. Nargle, you may not know, he's a Dampier, and they have notoriously wide cabooses.
Whoa! Hey now.
That's why I'm letting Larissa go first.
Okay, so there's a door there.
Yeah.
There are doors to the top, to the bottom as well. Now, Sagramore, okay, Nargle's rushing right over there. That's where those corpses are. Now, you are close enough there. Now, going from east to west, so top to bottom, Nargle, I'll describe this and I'll put it in chat so you can see what it is. But there are symbols on each of those tiles there. There is a mailed fist, a tree, and a tower in the top row, the north row. The next one down, there is a heart, a rapier, and a skull. In the third row, there is a horse's head, a rounded helm, and a pair of feathery wings. Let me type. Whoa! What's that? What happened? Hold up, I'll be right back, guys.
Pizza's here.
Oh, pizza.
Pizza.
Yeah.
I should just say the hell with this diet bet and just have pizza.
Yep. Pizza is worthy of losing a bet over.
Yeah.
How did I end up?
Although I've lost 13 pounds in 6 weeks, so I'm kind of like keep this going.
Seriously. No, it's good.
Yeah, nice, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
good work.
eating cleaner and cutting out sugary drinks and chocolate and pizza.
Makes
Yeah.
a difference, right? Yeah.
It's amazing. Sleeping better, clearer thinking at work.
Who needs a doorbell when you got a pit bull?
But I miss
Jesus, that's great. When I turned around, Emmy's looking at me like, "Holy shit! There's someone at the door! Come on, come on!"
Well, we heard your doorbell ring.
Oh, did you? I didn't even hear it.
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, that's again. Thankfully, I got a dog. Will
right.
alert me.
We're like,
Oh my goodness. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna type in the thing there. Okay, so a mailed fist, a tree, and a tower. A heart, a rapier, and a skull.
so how much you want to bet when you commune with the fire? It asks you a riddle, and you have to stand on something that is the answer.
I would say that you might have played a role-playing game before. Okay, so what you see, there is this thing, and then on the what do you call it? On the altar itself, okay, so the mural at the far end depicts several
Not armored dudes, right? That have been defaced.
yeah, those armored guys. And in this case, it's kind of like the terracotta warriors, in what's his name? Qin Shi Huangdi's tomb, where like each of the carvings is not the same face replicated. There are individual features for each of those soldiers standing or knights standing with the shields that are identical to yours, Sagamore. In addition, the altar itself has writing on it, and what it says. Let's see here. It says what do you call it? It says Arosni, the Red Crusader. Does that name ring a bell at all, guys?
From the inside of the sarcophagus that Roslar wasn't in.
And this, hearing that name, it brings up a well of. I think Nargol, maybe you're close enough there, so you kind of read it out loud in that kind of movie exposition way, and then Sagamore, you kind of as you're. It seems like you're keeping a little ways back. I'm guessing you're kind of drinking in all the details of this room, and you hear that name again, and it snaps, and you look over, and you remember something. Roslar betrayed Arosni. And you're looking around at all this iconography that is celebrating the heroism of this mustachioed guy of Roslar. And you know that it rings hollow. You don't know why, Sagamore, but it does. How does that make you feel?
I think there's a real kind of sort of a real deep sense of loss, and almost like he himself has been betrayed, realizing this.
Well, recall, where was it that you guys were found as well? What was written on that inside of that room with the sarcophagi?
Red Shrike's noble companions in the war against evil, rest well, my friends. Is that the inscription? Or I have a whole bunch. Yeah.
Yep. That's it.
So, did we betray Arosni too? Then seems like a good question.
Sure. Can everyone give me a D6 roll, please?
1.
Nice. Okay. So then Neorian and Nargol, you guys are kind of close together. What are you guys like? Describe for me kind of how you're approaching this, what you're, what impression this place is making on you. What are you thinking here?
I mean, this place is just extremely strange to Neorian. I don't know. He's a city dweller. He feels really out of his element here. He's not really a crypt diver or that kind of an adventurer. So
yeah. Okay.
I think he's out of his element is what I would say.
Sure. And Nargol, what about you? What's going through your mind here?
Nargle's looking at these symbols on the ground, and he sort of feels like he recognizes some of them, but he's not sure why. But there's something about them that's evoking sort of deep resonance in his psyche.
Okay. Something drops on each of you. A wet kind of, maybe like one on the ear and one on the face. And you kind of step, and it's got a gooey kind of consistency to it. Nargle and Yorian, you look up, and above you, there is a ceiling full. Where is it? Of these.
No.
Who's gonna be rolling for surprise, guys?
I will.
Okay.
Yay!
Nice. Vargosh, no surprise. Okay, so let's see here. Greg was absent last session, so Greg will start rolling initiative. But first, guys, you are not surprised as boom. These things are crawling around on the ceiling.
Little buggers?
Yes. Not so little. Okay, so then, guys, let's everyone declare your actions. And then once your actions are declared, okay. Greg, I will tell you what you need to beat. I love this game. Oh, man. Okay. And I'll use. Yeah.
So here's a question.
Okay.
It goes melee, move, magic. Is that correct, or
Melee, missile, magic, move.
melee, missile, magic, move? Okay. So if I cast a spell in one round, it's active into the next round when somebody else does melee. I don't have to concentrate for it to be active.
No, it'll be active until your next action.
Okay.
Yeah. So, okay. Looks like everyone has declared. Greg beat my 4. Yes! 6. Nice. So, guys, melee is up first here. Now, these things are on the ceiling right now. They will be dropping down on you.
Are these lesser foes, Kev?
They are definitely lesser foes. So that means you're going to have 2 attacks this round, 3 attacks next round.
Okay. So they're not down yet.
Not down yet, no.
How tall is
You
the
guys
ceiling?
you can choose to go after them in the melee phase because they are going to be all meleeing.
Can we just hold a melee attack? Like when it comes in range, I'm going to swipe.
Yep, that'd be hold. So yes,
How tall is the roof here, Kevin?
roof here is about 10 feet tall.
Well, so like we're not going to have any trouble hitting it with our weapons.
If you move over there, you can always whack them on the ceiling. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, especially with what do you got? You got a great it's a,
bastard sword.
yeah, bastard, then no problem. Yeah.
And a footman's mace and a 6'2" guy who's probably got a reach of like 8 feet before the weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, this is Dave. Like, geez, we really need to play in person more often because I watched one of the episodes that Dan Fox, the guy who wrote Zweihander, and they play in person all together. He actually went and retrieved a Zweihander from his like closet and brought it out to show why one player couldn't fight with it in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I come over and bring the Conan sword just to make sure.
Exactly. Although I will continually hum that Basil Polidorius song to you.
All right.
Okay, so Sagamore and Vargosh, you guys get attacks, and Larissa, go ahead and make attacks, guys and gals.
Man,
Okay.
burning hands would come in handy right now.
Larissa did not hit. What would come in handy, Nargle?
Burning hands. Hey, my spells don't reset when I ding. Hey.
No. You'll only get that new one, and not until you sleep. Whoa, and crit for Sagamore. Hot, and now, holy shit, triple damage. Not bad. That's our first trip damage on a crit. I don't think we've had that happen before in a game. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so Sagamore, obviously, you fucking annihilate one of these things. Vargosh, you hit one. You get 2 attacks this round, Vargosh, or did you want to wait for the second phase? Boom. Okay, so let's see here. AC 6. All right, so Sagamore has destroyed one. Vargosh has destroyed one. Larissa missed, unfortunately, and then Vargosh hit one, but did not do any substantial damage on that second one. Okay. Excuse me. So 2 are down. Now it is their turn. So these things drop down. We're going to have 1 go on the tasty little halfling. 2 on the tasty little halfling, I guess. 1 on the tasty little undead guy. 2 on the tasty little undead guy. And this other one, 50-50 chance. Nargol, you feeling evens or odds?
I'm feeling evens.
Evens. You certainly are, because it's coming to bite you. Did you declare magic on this first phase? Oh, you did. If you get hit, it'll disrupt your spell.
But you get an AC bonus because I'm using my shield to cover you.
To cover Nargol?
Yeah,
is that your
shield cover for Nargol is my special.
All right. What's my AC again? You got to help me with that. Sorry, I didn't get that.
Well, it's 9.
Well, you're a clothy, so it's probably like 8.
Yeah. What's your dex?
16.
Your dex is 16.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, plus 1. So you got a AC of 8.
Okay.
I don't know why you're not fighting up front more often. I mean,
Yeah.
don't be such a
I'm going
coward.
to hang back if we have an AC 8 guy in our group.
AC reduced to 7 with my shield, so
Nice,
it's a little bit better.
Vargosh, evens or odds?
Odds.
Odds night. Okay, well, it's nice for you, not so nice for Neorian. Neorian, you got 3 of these roaches on you, and there's 3 on Nargol.
I meant even.
Okay, actually, I'll open up the handout again because I
was trying to attack me.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so 1 drops down. And what is your AC right now against the melee? Neorian?
Against melee, 6.
6, okay. Fucking nat 20. Okay. Unfortunately, I rolled
ends the Ballad of Neorian.
I rolled a crap on that one. So
Killed a blue devil.
Yeah.
The karma gods are seeking retribution for your heinous act.
All right, so Neorian, first one you take 6 points of damage.
Jam down.
Astonishing Fortune.
You get Astonishing
Be a
Fortune
good
that
time.
one.
Yeah, this would be a good time to use it, right?
That was the crit hit. If you want to use the Astonishing Fortune there, Neorian.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay. Second one, you take 5 points of damage, so it does not knock you down. And then on Nargol, we got 3 of them that drop down on you, and they're you're trying to bite at you with the mandibles. Nat 1, that misses. Your AC is a 7 right now. Thanks to your shield, Sagamore. You batter one of them aside. None of them managed to find purchase on you, Nargol.
That's my job. Saving the floppies.
So done. We are done for melee. Next up is missile. No one is doing missile. Magic. Nargol, you were not hit, so you could do magic this round.
Boom. I think True Strike on Sagamore is what I'll do.
Okay, so you that mist surrounds you again, Sagamore, that you know it stokes your martial fervor. And then we're on move. So Neorian, I think yours was a move.
Yep.
Okay, so you can move half your move and have that as a withdrawal.
Right.
Oh, you know what? And when you're doing that, if what you mean by run away is withdrawal, that should have happened on the melee phase because we decided that was when that should happen.
Oh.
So you could have actually dove out of the way there, but that's okay.
Whatever.
Yeah, we'll know for next time. So go ahead and move. Half your move is 2 squares, I believe.
Yeah, but I can move diagonally, right?
You can, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think that is it for phase 1. Top of the round, phase 2. Melee for phase 2. We got nobody. Missile for phase 2. Neorian, get that crossbow out. What are you gonna do?
Fire at the one that bit me.
Okay.
Not the closest one or the easiest one, but the one that bit me. Very specific.
Yes. Do I get a spike
terrible
bonus?
roll.
Fuck. Clearly, you know what? It's that really rattled you. Bugs that are almost your size. That's pretty terrifying. And being nearly buried in these disgusting things.
Absolutely.
Okay. And then let's see here. That is magic second phase. Nobody. Move second phase. Anybody who has a move on a second phase, go ahead. You guys want initiative, so you'll be going up first. Nice. Way to interpose. Nargle, you cannot because you cast a spell, so you got to stay there. Everyone else seems okay. Okay, so we got one loose one there. All right, so that is the end. I guess that loose one can move. So I'm going to go 1 is Nargle, 2 is Sagamore, 3 is Vargosh. Fucking Nargle. Oh, man, Nargle, you got 4 of these things on you right now.
That's not good.
That is not good at all.
Run away, run away.
Okay, actually, I think I accidentally moved you there. Hold up. That's what I needed to move. Okay, so these things, I think because of your semi-dead flesh just has a tantalizing aroma to these things, carrion feeders being that they are. And that is the end of phase 2. Round 1's over, guys. Round 2, more favorable attack rates. Everyone declare actions. Greg is still the king of initiative. Ooh. It's going to be a pretty easy one. Once everyone declares, beat my 3. That's great use of the shielding technique there, Sagamore.
Yeah,
That's
shield
cool.
cover is powerful.
No! Oh no!
Ooh.
Oh man!
At all.
So
That's all right.
Can we reuse Astonishing Fortune to re-roll initiative?
yeah, it's a limited resource, so you could absolutely spend and reroll if you want.
Wow. You can use mine. I'm the guy who needs it.
Okay, so Nargle's given up his Astonishing Fortune. Go ahead and reroll, Greg.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh! You'll still keep initiatives too. Okay. So you guys can you guys take these 4 things down before they devour your magician? Whew. Who's up first? So melee is first, guys. That is Larissa, Sagramore, Vargosh, and that's it.
What about if someone's withdrawing? That counts as melee?
Withdrawing counts as melee, yeah. You can still attack. Like you can do a fighting withdrawal, so you could move and do it. It's just you can only move half your speed. Your speed is what, a 20?
No, I'm just wondering.
Well, for Nargle, but
Nargle.
going to cast magic, apparently.
Yeah, he's bold. Up front. Nargle's clearly got good faith in you. Okay, so Larissa.
Actually, that wasn't the right one. I clicked the wrong button.
Or are you raging? Was one?
No, I'm not raging, but I'm fighting two-handed. So I'm.
Ooh, no.
Yeah, no. And then my second swing. Don't.
Oh, shoot! She's warming up. Okay, so you swing, and these things they're all over the goddamn place. And I think what you're doing is you're probably like you're trying to mitigate, not mitigate, but you're trying to manage your strokes to not tag Nargle because he's right in the middle of these goddamn things.
Or I'm generally incompetent.
Or is that too?
One of the two.
Yeah. So Larissa's gone. We've got Vargosh and Sagramore.
Here, how about I take my 2 trying to get both of these so that you can come around Vargosh. Oh, well, yeah.
Oh, shit, Vargosh. So you're clearing that one in front of you right now?
Yep.
Bam! So you sort of like smash it and come racing forward.
All right, I'm going to clear the lane for you.
Vargosh actually has 3 attacks this round. Oh, bam, bam. Nicely done. So, Sagramore, you smash one of these. Boom, another one. Vargosh, the way is open. You got 2 more attacks. Where are you moving?
Within reach of the rest of these little smash
Okay.
bugs.
Go ahead. Not quite good enough. And another one down. Okay. Smash. So you're just it seems like there's just a pile of these things. You can picture they're all sort of on top of each other as they're skittering around, trying to drag Nargle down. Nargle, they're pulling at your robes, trying to pull you down towards their snapping mandibles. Okay, so 2 of them. Speaking of snapping mandibles, I'll roll these one at a time, Nargle, to make sure you get the full impact. So first, whoopsies, in the ball. First is a miss. Keeping it off you. Second one. Oh, just barely hits. You're just a second too late, Sagramore, to get your shield in the way, and this thing hits Nargle. Let's see. Let's see how much ripping and tearing damage we take here. Ooh, 6 points of damage, Nargle.
That's a lot of damage.
That is a lot of damage.
Sagramore, I am going to use my Astonishing Fortune, since Nargle already used his, to have been just in time to stop the blow with my shield to protect my buddy Nargle.
You know what? To go on your punching thing before, you did miss with the shield, but you see it going in, you're just, and you fucking hammer it with your mailed fist. So the big snapping jaws are not
mastered weapon, mailed fist.
Coming to you soon at level 4. Okay, guys, that is it for melee, I believe. Who's got Neorian? I think you're missile first phase, right?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, your spell's not disrupted as this mist is forming around you.
Oh my good gracious!
Ooh, and that's a 4, so that's not quite one of us, but almost.
You zipped past Sagramore's head. Wait, what's going on?
Saggy?
All right, so let's hear. That is then Sagramore. Nargle, we're on to magic. Sorry, Nargle, what are you doing?
Hey, Saggy. Barkskin. No, Blade Ward.
Blade Ward. No, good call. Good call. So again, your furs and whatnot kind of, seem like they're standing on end and are a little tougher. That's excellent call. I think that's it for magic. We just have then move, and I think no one's got move this round. So we're at the end of the round. I'm going to make a morale check for the critters here.
The berserker gives -2 to morale checks due to
only if you're raging.
Oh, is it when you're raging?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, so then it is end of round, top of round, missile phase 2, not end of round, but phase 2 missile, melee, no one's got it. Worry. Good call, Neorian. Okay, then it is on withdrawal phase, so that's these things. So what these things do, guys, they go skittering back over here, and give me 1 second, I want to quickly make sure I got this right. Okay, so the first one goes skittering across. It hits the first thing. The top right is that tower, and you can hear the kind of grinding of stone on stone, and then suddenly there's this arc of electricity that flies out from the ground, completely consuming the 2 cockroaches. And I need, Jesus, Vargosh, Sagramore, Nargle, and Larissa to each give me an avoidance save, please.
I always succeed at saves against electricity.
Ooh.
Yeah, so this thing plays across you. And you
like a lightning rod or something?
It's because of my divine resilience.
This is magical though, so you would just automatically save, right? So you'll still take damage from it. It's just you automatically save.
Yeah, I automatically save, but I take damage.
You take 2 points of electricity damage there, Sagramore.
All right.
Electrifies, and it plays across your metallic armor. How did everyone else do? I'll get rid of this thing.
So we just click the avoidance button?
Click on the avoidance thing, yeah, please.
And what should be in our saving throw? I have 16 in there right now.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, 16. And then if you've got a bonus to avoidance, like from Dex or from your class, it should have that in there, either +1 or +2 or +3 if you've got both. So Nargle, you would have +1 against for avoidance because of your dexterity of 16.
Okay.
Okay.
Where's avoidance? Where am I looking here? What's
Under saving throws. Let me take a look at your character sheet there, Steve-O.
Let
me close this off here.
Avoidance. Okay.
Hold up, Steve. You need to actually hold on. We got to put your. Let me enter your saving throws here. Avoidance is 1, and then as a magician, let's see what you get a bonus to. Magician gets a bonus to device and sorcery. So you got +2 to device, +2 to sorcery. What is your wisdom?
Straight up fighter, right, Dave?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get a +2 to death and +2 to transformation.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got those in there, but
Okay, so Vargosh, you failed. Nargle, go ahead. Click on the save now. Hey, success. Nice. Who else? Larissa, did you make yours?
I did not.
Oh, failed. Okay. Okay, so we got, let's see here. So Larissa, 4 points of electricity damage.
Okay.
Vargosh, 6 points of electricity damage. I guess it's because you're so close there. And then Nargle, you succeeded, so you take half damage. Actually, half of 1 is 0, so you take no damage from this. Oh, you got your Blade Ward up anyway, right? Or no, Blade Ward is only against melee attacks, right?
Yeah.
Or weapon attacks, I think.
No, I think it's melee. Blade Ward. Damage reduction 2. All damage rolls made against a caster. Melee and missile, but not traps following poison.
Okay. Yeah, so but you're saved. Yeah, you saved, so you take no damage from it. Wow, okay, so then that went off. Whew. That seems to be a fairly dramatic ending to your. Hey, Greg, your camera's working now.
Every time I click off Roll20, it kills the camera.
Oh, weird. Oh, that's okay.
Because I have 2 screens, so when I click on my character sheet, and I'm not,
you're gone.
My Roll20 is not active, it turns my camera
off. Okay, so then let's see here. The I guess so. What do you guys make of this? Jeez. You do look
as expected, right? Like, well, I think that's what I was saying. I think this is some sort of pattern where the entity or whatever this flaming scimitar thing is on the altar, we're going to respond by stepping on panels on the floor.
You also see.
Hey, Jeff, check the chat box.
Yeah, I see that. Well, how much does it do?
It's 1d4 or 2d4 plus 2. 1d4 is if you drink half of it.
If you drink half, you get 1d4.
Okay.
If you drink the full thing, it's 2d4 plus 2. But if you want to share it, we can both get some out of this.
Oh,
whoa,
nice.
Yeah, I'll drink that then and give it back to you.
And I'll polish it off.
Nice. Oh. Well done, guys.
See, sharing is caring, and the DM gods of healing were with us.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vargosh.
Stay alive, my friend.
Nice. Okay. So you guys quaff the healing potion. Whew. So you can see. Let's see here. Yeah, it looks like there's more writing on that altar, guys. You can't read what it is from where you are, but if you get closer, you can see it more clearly.
Hey, Nargle.
Yeah.
I don't know how many battles you fought in and stuff before this, because we just met and all. But being a mercenary and a fighter, and I've noticed some of your maybe a tactical error. You don't wear armor and you stand in the front. I don't know if maybe you want to back up when they surround you and let us, put a wall in front of you to keep you from getting hit. And maybe don't jump through the wall when there's still bad guys on the other side. It's your call. I'm just saying, that's if I was you and I wasn't wearing armor, I wouldn't be jumping in there.
There are words of wisdom in this. Nargul has had to fend for Nargul itself in the forest.
He pats you on the shoulder. Pats you on the shoulder. Good. Do what you will, my friend, but try and stay alive.
Nice. Good. So each of you guys gets a point of astonishing fortune.
Huh? Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome. Okay. So, what do you guys make of this? So there are 4 doors that lead out of here, one of which you came through. There's that crack in the wall on the far side, and there's this bizarre series of tiles on the ground that apparently do bad things when you move them. And there is writing on the altar that you have not read yet.
Does it wrap around?
The writing, it does, yeah.
Okay. So
you're a berserker. Are you literate?
I've got common, yeah.
Well, that's not what I'm asking you to speak it, but are you literate? What's your secondary skill?
Navigator.
I'll let you decide.
Well, I would have to be able to read maps.
Maps, yes, but common. Oh, you mean for the markings on the maps?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
So, if you make your way over, yeah, you can see that there is writing in the common tongue, and what it reads, and it seems to be reporting, repeating itself as it goes around, and it says, "Follow along Roslar's devotion."
Okay. Well, I read it out loud.
Okay. Follow along Roslar's devotion.
So what path did Roslar take? I mean, that's obviously the combination of tiles we have to hit. So is it?
Do we know his story?
So, okay, we know that in the main the tomb room, right? There's knights with 2 rapiers on the walls. So, as a first guess, that would be one of the answers, right? For Roslar's path. So that's the middle ones. That's the very middle. The very middle tile is a rapier.
So the very first. So there was a mural in the crypt room.
In the crypt room, where our sarcophagus room was kind of off of it, and then his room was off of it, and Abdel the horse, his room was off of it. There were knights, and they all were 18 dex, double finesse weapon, rapier wielding.
Do we start in the crypt and go from crypt to the main room to like whatever, or do we assume that we start in the main room?
Huh.
Well, what are the other symbols that you guys think might,
Okay, so we've seen anything that resembles a fist, a tree, or a tower so far. This might be a comeback to here at the end after we've gone all the way through, right?
What about these other rooms? We could.
Yeah, maybe we should inspect the other rooms and see if there's any clues there. Yeah.
Crack. Hello?
Hello?
Anybody in this door? Hello?
Hello? You can open it?
Yep, Vargosh is just going to crack the door open and take a look inside.
Okay. So what you see, let's see here.
Hey, Sagamore, I'm going in. He's actually going to give you a warning this time.
I'm going to come up to cover you while I'm thinking about what's going on.
Now, you throw the door. It pulls towards you. You open the door, and that's what you see inside.
Don't see a lot.
What you hear... Okay, so stop right there.
Thank
what
you
you see standing there, do you remember in that main room, there was that weird, like, metallic skeleton thing, the bones, the remnants of that thing in there, with the long, oblong, but kind of decayed skull? Well, this is something similar. There's a long robe it's got on, and in its hands, it has these vicious-looking and very effective swords that seem similar to that short sword that you saw in the grand hall. And this thing turns. There is a devilish
That guy.
light behind the eyes, and this is what you see.
And they're made of metal, right?
It turns towards you, and I would like, since you are the one through there, Vargosh, give me a D6 roll for for surprise, please.
Are they made of metal, Kevin?
Metal.
Okay.
Can I sense evil?
Oh no! Oh no! Does a berserker? No, berserker doesn't reduce.
Berserker doesn't reduce. So no,
Oh,
you're
shit.
surprised.
Surprised. Okay, so this thing gets full
This
round.
seems like a pretty crucial moment to not be surprised, so I'm going to use my astonishing fortune. And
Nice. Go ahead.
Nice.
Nice. So you are not surprised. What I'm going to do is everyone else is going to be surprised right now because this is going to sort of jump off before anyone can see anything, and we'll let everyone jump in next round. So, Vargosh, I guess, Dave, you're going to roll initiative for me. Declare your actions first, and then you'll roll initiative.
well, I always go melee, and then I'll go move just in case it tries to run.
Okay, so melee move. All right, give me a sec here. I need to get this thing. Okay. All right, so Dave, you need to beat my 5. This thing. You know what? Give me a second. It stands. It's the swords in each hand ready, and clearly with a masterful ability. Like this is it's sort of like a sword, fighting dance. The robes drape across this thing. There's a very, very slight kind of creak as the metallic limbs move, but it does not attack. What are you doing?
I move into the room, and is there any way to know that the rest of my people are not with me? Like, I'm moving in and they're just standing there flat-footed?
You can picture it just like this is a split-second thing. You threw the door open, you walk through, and they're like, fuck! And you walked up, and you've assumed some kind of like martial stance, I'm picturing.
Yep, and you know what? I don't really give a shit normally if people are with me or not, so I'm going to go.
Okay, hold on. As soon as you get within range, it has rated in action.
Okay.
Waiting to see if you attack. And it flashes.
Does Dave have a longer weapon than it?
Oh, he's got a... Well, no.
Well, no, because Footman's Mace is only class 2.
Boom.
And these are too larger in order to get that. But yeah, that's good. That's a good point, though, Greg. Okay, so this thing hits twice. Yeah. You take 4 and 5 points of damage.
Is that with the DR1?
DR would apply to you.
So 4 and 5, so
3 and 4?
3 and
7
4?
points of damage total.
Yeah.
So this thing stabs again, and then you hit it. Bang! And it's like hitting metal on metal. So the rest of you guys outside here, was someone asking something?
Not a lesser foe, I'm guessing.
Not a lesser foe. So this thing hits clang, and it staggers back. It's like hitting full on plate armor too. You're concerned that some of your damage may not have gone through. And 1 sec here. You know what?
Wow.
He's got a magic weapon, though, doesn't he?
No, just a masterwork.
Masterwork. Okay.
But
So
this might be a good time. Somebody with high strength could come in and grapple this thing.
okay.
That's an idea.
So that'll be a little more challenging than the might, but definitely.
I got that, but
Okay.
I'm
Hold on.
thinking
You're
with
actually.
two of
Let's
us.
just hold on. We'll talk about. So the second phase is just a bunch of scrambling and whatnot. Sagramore, you're sort of caught by surprise, like what the, because Vargosh threw it open and suddenly kind of and races in there, That's the end of the round, I'll say, and then we'll go to declaration, guys.
Well, what's the second phase?
The second phase would be move.
Okay.
And unless you're planning on moving,
I can move back.
no, because remember you. You could you could withdraw. You could move. Yeah. Okay. No. Because remember, you can only move half your unless you're taking an attack of opportunity.
I've got a 30 move, right?
Right. So half that is 15. Half of that for your withdrawal is round down to 1. You can move 1 square.
Okay.
Yeah. So remember, your speed is always prorated across both rounds.
Oh, right. So it'll be 15 in each phase. So then half of that is
half of that move. Yeah.
right. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Does that mean like in combat?
Say again.
So does that mean like in combat, where it says we can move up to half our movement? Instead of like for me, you can move 40. I can only actually move 10 in the first phase.
That's right. Yeah, because it's prorated.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you move 20 in the first phase if your move is 40.
He's asking about withdrawing.
But withdrawing, yes,
Yeah.
withdrawing
Yeah.
you can only move 10.
Yeah, half rate. Okay, so let's see here. We need Nargle, Nargle, Larissa, and who else is? I think that's
Me. So is there a defensive tactic?
Yeah.
So you could do the block thing like you did when your sword broke. Or what you could do is fight conservatively and gain 1 AC at the cost of -2 to hit.
Conservatively?
Yeah, fight conservatively.
What does the block do, or the
block negates all. It gives you plus AC.
Do you need parry or
parry is
parry is instead of attacking
your strength and
plus 2 AC plus your strength bonus to attack.
Yeah.
So yours with 18, you do basically plus 4 to your AC melee. Okay. All right. Okay, so then Nargle, what are you doing? You need to declare an action too, and then I'll roll my.
I declare we're gonna go move magic.
Okay, nice. Then Greg, you're up. Go ahead and try and beat my 3. Nice. Okay, so first up is melee, which is Larissa. Go ahead.
Okay. I will.
Actually, I don't think you can reach anyone in melee, can you?
I should. I can still move 4 squares.
3, 4. Oh, yeah, you can. Yeah.
I just have to find my way through the door here.
Okay.
Okay, that's 2, 3, 4.
It's a dangerous creature.
I will fight recklessly. So
Okay.
I take a 2 AC penalty to get a +1 to hit.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. I will increase that. Then I will.
Nice. Bang! And again, it feels like you're slamming up against a fully armored knight.
Right.
The shock of it.
We're suffering damage reduction from the armor, right?
I just gave you the description.
Yeah.
Let's try and keep.
No, I understand,
yeah.
but I'm just like it's not like we're suffering a penalty because of our weapon or something.
No,
but
it's that this thing is quite sturdy.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. Did you only have 1 attack this round? It's round 2.
Oh, it is round 2, isn't it?
Yep. So you guys get the more favorable attack rate.
Okay. Nope. 9.
No. Okay. So you swing wildly. Okay. So now it is its turn. Let's see here.
Come on.
It brings its swords together, sparks them back, and then there's this like thick mist that sort of forms hanging between the two of them, and then it lashes out towards you, Larissa.
Okay.
Larissa, I need you to give me kindly a sorcery save.
Oh.
Larissa, you drop down unconscious.
Okay.
And you can see Vargosh, that mist has flown into her mouth and nose and seems to be kind of hanging there around. And her eyes have lulled back in her head.
Can I change my thing from parry to melee?
You can. Yeah, you take -2 to hit. That's
-2.
all.
I'm not going to do it.
Go ahead. Yeah. Look at this formation you guys are fighting in already. I love it. Leaving an opening for Sagamore. That's cool.
Sagamore's got to have a space to go. So
Definitely. Yeah. Bam! Okay. That's actually, so tell us how angry you are that you shatter this thing's form.
that's exactly it. I took a beating, and then I saw Larissa go down, and I'm like, no, this has to end now. And he just like brings this footman's mace back and puts everything he has into it. And it's not the best hit, but it does it damn.
Yeah, the force of it. So you smash, and this thing falls apart, clattering to the ground like an empty suit of armor with thin metal bits scattering across the ground.
Is the result similar to what we saw downstairs?
Yes, it would be. Yeah. It's just the one thing that is not on these, if you inspected it, is obviously the acidic kind of scorching. That was on the other. Okay. So you hit this. Larissa, you suddenly find yourself back, and you are awake and prone. You dropped your sword, and Vargosh is standing above you, kind of panting, and he looks down at you.
Have had a good nap?
Helped her up.
Okay, so I mean, everyone else can kind of move in there if they like as well too. You can picture that all the sort of, you come racing in to try and face this thing, and Vargosh has definitely done his work with it.
He reaches down and helps Larissa up.
Well, I take his hand and then stand up, bend over, pick up my sword.
Okay.
I would like
sleeping on the job. I was Vargosh sleeping on the job
on it to see if this is an evil thing.
Okay, so you again. It's
I stop and concentrate. There's a sort of flare of light around my head.
There's no sense of evil whatsoever.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
What are you doing, Sagamore?
I have the God-given power to detect evil in all things, and I use it to ensure that we are not. We are beset by evil in all our paths.
Let's talk about this room here, guys. Murals. Oh, sorry, Vargosh, go ahead. What were you saying?
I just wondered, does it work on things that are destroyed, or do you have to use that while it's still standing?
I assume that it would leave some residue of evil if it was evil when it was alive.
But perhaps.
Is it the creature's intent, or is it its basic nature?
Well, we can debate philosophy all day, Larissa, but my understanding of righteousness is that there is a good and there is evil, and evil must be punished, and I can sense it with my divine God-given abilities.
Then I'm safe, is what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking. And I'm safe for the moment.
Fair enough. I was just wondering if I sent it to whatever hell it's from, that Larissa and I hit it, then maybe it's not anything evil anymore. It's a pile of metal and cloth.
Was it not a creature of sorcery?
Perhaps, but
like how a necromancer brings a skeleton to life, perhaps a mage brings a creature like this to life.
Perhaps a little blue mage, some bumble rock something.
I'm not sure about you, but I don't think the little blue mages are working with enough brain cells to make big bad things like
the little blue guys came through that crack in the wall we just left. I think they found their way here, much like the bugs found their way here and we found our way here.
Let me just quickly interject here, guys. I'm going to give you a description of the room that you're in.
Yeah, we look around now.
So the murals around this room depict several weapons, including many different kinds of rapiers and several lances. Each weapon depicted has a plaque next to it. A door stands in the south wall, and then, as you can see, stairs occupy an alcove to the west. The stairs lead up.
So here's a thought. If the bugs triggered that trap, could we not take a heavy piece of this creature and put it on one of the tiles? So rather than us stand on the tiles, to mistakenly figure out the order that we want to push them down in, could we not just put something heavy on it so that, like, if we pick poorly, then
That's a reasonable tactic. Do you think, Nargle, do you think you could determine the area of effect of whatever trap that might have been, or a spell, or, the blast radius or something?
Nargle is on the job. He quietly walks up and investigates.
I think
Trap in the other,
Talking about the trap in
in the other room where there was those 9 little symbols. I'm just wondering how far out. I don't know if you have some magic or something to determine how far out that went, so we know how far back we have to be.
So here's another question too. Was the effect on the bugs the same as the effect on the blue meanie guys? So was it fire that took the blue meanie guys, or was it lightning?
Well, fire certainly. I mean, I got him with my burning hands, but and it did take him out.
Well, no, but we're talking about the pile of dead bodies.
Oh, I see.
We can figure out what killed them, if it was electricity killed the bugs, or if it was something else.
So what do the symbols in this room have to do with the ones in there? So there was a lance or a sword or something in the.
There was a rapier in the center. The middle tile is a rapier.
Let me repost it down here, guys, just so we can.
I'm wondering if we keep going and we get to the end of wherever we are in here, that we find something like a book or something that regales us with the history of the dude, and then that maybe tells us the path that he followed. Because even here, the order we're going into the rooms doesn't, unless we can piece together a story from these murals, I don't know that inevitably we're going to get it out of order, right? But the likelihood of us getting it out of order is far greater than the likelihood of us predicting the right order when we're just randomly, it's like a series of snapshots and we're having to put them in the right order. We're probably going to get it wrong.
There's still other rooms and stairs to go up. So
Yeah, let's check the other doors.
Do you want to do the one opposite, the one to the south?
Sure, but I might not go in first. I'm a little beat up.
Well, this time I think as well, we might be more prepared if there's another one of these servitor things in there.
Okay. Guys, we are at the halfway point right now. I know we started a little late, but we are kind of at our normal halfway point. Why don't we take a quick break now, refresh beverages, go to the washroom, and then we will come back and throw that door open, and you'll face whatever horrors wait within.
Sounds
I know
good.
what horrors are in there. A rack of options.
Yeah.
Somehow my predictions never come true. Somehow my predictions never come true, Kev.
Predictions about what?
Well, that there's a rack of health potions in the next round.
Yes. The chances of that are, not great.
No, they're not. They're not high.
You know, it is worth pointing something else that you are useful for. Even though this adventure was written for Pathfinder originally, I have reworked everything to fit for this OSR style of play as well too. So things like listening at doors or checking for traps. That's all stuff you guys have to tell me before you try anything, or I will not roll for them for you.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll tell the guys.
What are you're a level 1
rogue
or
assassin.
Assassin. I think assassins get all the same skills that a thief gets, don't they?
Yeah, I don't think there's any particular missing skill.
Thief skills. Climb, discern noise. I think it's on my DM screen as well. Let's see.
Climb, discern noise, hide, manipulate traps, move silently, open locks.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I've got it on my...
If that's the full list, I don't know.
Progressive thief abilities. Look at this. God damn. Okay, so climb, yes. Discern. You don't get decipher script. Discern noise, hide, manipulate traps, move silently, open locks. You don't get pickpockets, and you don't get read scrolls.
Okay.
So those are the differences. But manipulate traps. All right, and you get a... What is your dexterity? It's a 18, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my good skill.
Okay. Okay. All right. So. We've got everyone placed there. Look at that. Everyone's slowly getting whittled down, eh? Gosh. How many healing potions do we have left in the party?
I don't know that we have any.
I think Nargle has his.
Didn't I give mine away? Or did you?
Neorian gave his away.
Okay. At the beginning of tonight.
Yeah, Vargosh has half of a healing potion left.
No, Vargosh drank the half.
Oh, that's right. He drank that too.
And he drank the other half. So I think it's just Nargle's potion.
Oof.
Okay. Anyone's welcome to it.
Well, soon enough.
Okay.
Can you type the inscription in chat from the tombs?
Oh, the one that you found that was wrapping around?
Yeah.
Yep. One sec here. That is. Here we go. Okay. Does that show up? Oh, hold on. That's not right. What are we?
Whoa, that was bitter.
I was just going to say, wasn't it something about the DM being cruel and we're all going to die?
Right.
Yes.
I gave a 1-star
He just
review
typed it himself.
DMing
I
on Yelp
didn't even
right
have
now.
to make the joke. We're just...
He's gonna Sir Albus all of us.
Yep.
Yeah. All off screen too. Here it is.
Total party Albus.
There we go. Follow along Roslar's devotion.
Okay.
Okay. Now that you've heard Roslar, the word Roslar being said so many times now, Sagamore, you've got those, like, that doesn't change any of your associations, but the name Roslar is beginning to sound familiar to many of you guys. You have no idea what the context is for it, but you recognize the name. The face still means nothing to you other than Sagamore, but the name sounds familiar now. All right. So, you guys are at the door. Now, before you're about to throw the door open, and Neorian does a quick, like, what does he say?
Yeah, he says, "Wait, hold on." And he just heads over and he listens at the door.
Okay.
He just steps between Sagamore and Giant Dude and stands right between them because he's tiny.
So you check, first off, you check the door to see if there's any levers or whatever else. Yeah.
Switches.
Does not appear to be anything there. And then you place your ear against the door. And what you can hear from within.
What are you doing, little hairy man?
Shh. You can hear actually very, very faintly.
Nothing that I speak.
You just can't quite hear it loud enough. Like it's
Okay.
You
So he
can't
just says there is definitely something right on the other side of this door, and then he steps back and loads his crossbow.
Chunk. Oh, so close to those tiles.
And he steps on the rapier tile, then the shell tile, then the skull, and the feathery wings.
Practicing your Irish dancing, are you?
It'd be really funny if I accidentally stepped them on them in the correct order.
So what you remember, Sagamore, what do you remember about the feelings you felt when you saw the inscription on the other side of Roslar's sarcophagus?
So what I remember is a mix of what I remember just in general is a mix of pride and sadness with all of the Roslar stuff. I don't remember what I felt specifically about seeing the Azrani inscription.
Okay. Do you remember the inscription?
I wrote it down.
Okay. Maybe type it in chat. That'll help to add.
Oh, Azrani, the Red Crusader, watch over my eternal rest.
And the image was a slender, angelic woman with a benevolent gaze, surrounded by clouds, looking down as though from a great height. And that was carved on the inside of the lid of the sarcophagus.
So Roslar betrayed his god or his guardian or the angel or something like that.
We'll assume that this Erasni is his god.
Right.
Like, that's probably not an unreasonable assumption. So if you're pathing his devotion, meaning that how did he come, or like his history serving her?
Now, the marking that was on, I was wrong about one thing. That magical or the divine symbol or whatever that you found downstairs.
Yep.
It's actually an eye with wings on it. And those symbols are also on Erasni's, on the stylized version of Erasni in the armor that she wore.
So he's discarded his holy symbol and done something else.
But the path presumably would still be whatever kind of holy path.
Sagamore, give me a D6 roll, will you?
Yeah.
Let's see something here. Okay. So
I remember my own god.
You know what? You're sort of thinking about the image that you had of that, and you wish you had a rubbing of it or something like that, just to be able to look at it again. But the image of Erasni, apart from the sort of like overtly unworldly or unworldly kind of associations with it, I mean, it looked like a knight or a cavalier or a Templar's armor. It was the marking of the eye was on a tabard. The armor was functional armor, albeit in a stylized drawing, but it was just like the armor from the rest of these.
So I have a bit of a sort of lateral thinking idea. Kev has given us, or our view of these things has been in rows. But what if we are supposed to treat them in columns instead? So the horse head could be Abdel the horse, who is the companion down there. The rapier at the center, and then the feathery wings would be Erasni. Essentially, because I was at first thinking, well, what out of a fist, a tree, and a tower would fit? And it seems like none of those fit. But what if we have been essentially given the things in an order designed to make us think about it in rows instead of in columns?
I'm going to give you one more bit of information as well to process over here. Remember the mixed feelings you had about Roslar.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things you're thinking over, you know he betrayed Erasni. and you know yourself as a character, right? How you feel about that stuff.
Yeah.
Why are you feeling conflicted about this then? What is it about that? What is it you can't remember that is making you feel conflicted about this then? If this person betrayed this person, why on earth would you feel anything other than a clear negative feeling towards Roslar?
That it might have been justified.
Well, and you also said earlier at one point that he was venerated, I believe, as a hero, wasn't he? Venerated and buried as a hero.
Well, so I guess, Arlen, what I'm getting at is think about you in relation to your god.
Yeah.
So they're asking us, how do you end up becoming a servant of your god? Like it says, what is it?
Follow along Roslar's devotion.
That's right. So what's the first thing that you feel about your god?
I'm going to walk in a circuit following the text around the altar.
Sure. And what it reads over and over, follow in Roslar's devotion. Follow in Roslar's devotion. Follow in Roslar's devotion.
Didn't do anything when I walked in that path? Okay.
No.
Try to walk backwards.
The flame that you can sort of notice again, like the markings of the stylized knights and whatnot that are on there. They all have the same symbol you have. And remember that the sigil you've got is both you can feel, that it is both it's a tabard, like the marking of an order, because you do know that you're part of some order, but it is also your divine symbol.
Yeah.
So even though that same symbol serves two purposes, they are two different symbols in your mind.
So
I say we open some more doors and then maybe it'll become clear.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm good with that. Vargosh, you want to do the honors, or do you
Dorian
want me to?
points out that there's still something behind this door.
Right.
Well, there are 5 of us. It's not going to kill all of us.
Be my guest. And he again steps back from the door.
Okay. So you, who's going to throw the door open?
I don't know. I'm feeling kind of beat up right now. I might go in second.
Okay.
I'm quite happy to charge in.
Okay.
All right, Larissa.
As is my nature.
Okay. So Larissa makes her way over. Go ahead and position yourself where you're going to be.
Yeah,
Ever tactical.
Yeah, I've left the space for the little halfling to get out of the way, and when one of them opens the door, I'm just going to go in.
Oh, you're rushing in, but I'm opening the door? Is that what?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not I have both hands on my sword when I charge into the room.
Oh, I'm standing on the side where it opens, so I'll grab it and swing it open.
Okay, and then we go.
Ready? 1. Oh, yeah, so Sagamore, you're going to be on the far side of the door. If it opens.
Can I prepare an action, Kev?
You can, yep.
I would like to fire my bolt if there's something right.
So one thing that's actually, Jeff, you've given us a great opportunity to talk about a reminder of something, that if you have a readied ranged weapon, you act on phase 0 effectively. You act before anyone else. We roll initiative, but you act first.
Oh, sweet.
Then you can go forward with your normal actions.
Then I'm going to load my crossbow, and if there's something there, I'm going to shoot it and drop it and run in.
Okay.
I'm going to take my defensive stance in front of Nargul, kind of in between us and me.
Okay.
Do you
So I guess, Larissa, you're opening the door.
Or Nargul, you could, because you've been warned to stay out of combat. Do you want to open the door?
Nargul, you could stand right here in the lead of the door.
Stand here, and you could stand here and open the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could
Nargul
cast
goes there, and you go here.
Okay.
I can cast Blade Ward.
Yeah, and you just maintain it. Yeah. So you get yourself.
Sagramore can block for me.
And Sagamore, I'm ready to charge in and block for you.
Okay. And guys, here we go. Larissa, you ready to charge in?
Oh, yeah.
It's like a little innocent girl. Tunk, tunk.
You go. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Go! All right. So, Larissa, you come racing in there, and as the door is thrown open, there's a bit of mist that sort of spills out, and all of you hear that same. As soon as you get in there, Larissa, you are overwhelmed by these whispers. But the only thing that this room contains is a single pillar. And on the top of that pillar, there is a large spherical gem of some kind. And within that gem, there is an oily, bluish, black, swirling substance. And at the foot of the pillar lies a perfectly still body of one of those blue devils. And then almost as soon as it came, the sounds are gone. You guys can move in there. You don't hear the sounds of battle within. We're not going into initiative or anything like that.
Is the gem anchored to the top of the pillar or just resting on the top of the pillar?
There does not
have to yank on it.
You have to get up a little closer. There does not appear to be anything securing it to it. There is a little indentation on which this thing has been placed. There's a couple other things in here too. So the pillar and the floor around it have a bunch of symbols carved into them. And there are placed on there, and then around the base of the pillar as well. Nargul, if you're going to get a little closer to inspect, you might be able to learn something about that. That's right. Oh, yes. Come closer. I mean, that's a good move. So as you make your way up to there, what you can see, these markings that are on there are clearly of some kind of powerful runic magic of a binding nature. And you can hear. And I think because of the combination of your arcane skills and your undead heritage, it is obviously this gem that is the source, or the orb that is the source of these emanations. What are you guys doing?
Oh, you should totally cut the arms off the blue meanie and use it to pick them up. To use them as barbecue tongs and, and then just pick up the gem. We can just carry it around with the blue meanie's hands.
What are you guys doing? So
our ghoul will approach it, climb up to it, and smell it, and sort of sniff its aura up close.
Getting up really, really close and sniffing it? Okay. So you get up really, really close. Would you kindly give me a sorcery save?
Oh, shoot. How did this? One. Come in. There I am. Here we go.
And boom. So you get up to this thing, you lean forward, getting closer. You can see it's like a, you can't see the actual edge of this thing. All you can see is the swirling, dark gray and bluish, oily smoke going inside. You get so close. Boom! Something hits up against the inside, and you stagger back, hit the wall, and fall down. No damage whatsoever, but there is some malevolent force within that.
The creature that's in front of us here at the base, does it have any noticeable wounds?
If you turn it over, the hands, the palms of its hands. Sorry, my first time with the human body. What are these strange things? I love when my brain fails me.
Mittens. Mittens, yeah.
You describe stuff like I'm an alien first. So anyway, so what it is, the palms of the hands have been completely blanched white. And if you
frozen, or like the life been sucked out of him, and if that's the case, is there does it as you look up the arm, does it look like the sort of life has been drained out of him through their hands?
You can't see obviously inside this thing, But what you can tell is, like, do you poke at
on the corpse, right? So if
Yeah.
I look at that corpse, you said the corpse is like white.
the palms of the hands are.
Right. But does that color change extend up the arms of the creature?
No.
And does it look like the hands were frozen, or like just the color's been drained out of them?
No, I mean, they're cracked and they are split. They seem,
Desiccated almost.
If you poke at it with something,
Sure.
like it flecks away like dry leaves.
Okay.
I think, again, with your necrotic heritage, this is if you want to know what happens when a level drain or negative drain or whatever ability.
Right.
Yeah, this is something that's had its soul sucked hungrily out of its body.
I tell them that, right?
Good Lord.
Yeah.
I would not like that to happen
No.
to me.
So, yeah. Now, I don't know whether or not that effect would occur if you had something between you and the hands when you removed it, but it's still pretty strong, right? Like, if it sucked the life out of this creature, and you said there's like runes all over the pillar.
That's right.
And as if this is a prison and whatever's inside the gem was bound here.
Yeah. Oh, Nargold, I can't remember. Is your ability to detect magic, or is your ability to ward? Is that the Savage Priest who gets that?
I don't think I could get detect magic. No, I don't have it on my list. Weird.
No, for your archetype.
Oh, no, that was my protection from evil.
Oh, okay, right. Oh, is that what you can do? Is protection from evil?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, then yes, you recognize this. What this is, Nargle, because the reason I was asking is to see if you were familiar with binding magics and whatnot. You're absolutely familiar with this. Something is trapped within this. This is an object that has been something has been trapped in here, and then the wards are there to double up the protection. If you look around on the walls too, you can see that there are again more. There's another mural that depicts our mustachioed hero engaged in combat with some kind of fell spirit. And the story told by the mural seems to culminate with an orb, with this thing being bound in an orb. And the thing is, normally, shattering this thing would free this this creature. So
I say to you guys, if we want to investigate this further, do we attempt to knock the gem off the pillar, or do we just destroy the pillar to break the binding wards, and then smash the gem with the mace? Because it seems odd to me that the spirit is entombed in this dude's crypt.
Did I hear you say smash something?
Yeah, I know. That was aimed at you, Dave. Dave Smash.
Oh gosh, smash!
What do you think, guys?
He's not that dumb though, so I don't play him like that.
Smash away.
If you don't know what to do to reasonably safely do this, then why don't we move on?
What's the adventure in that? With great peril comes great reward, right?
He hands you the mace and steps outside the room.
Well, who's the most accurate with ranged weapons?
Why
don't we go and grab like the skull or something of that automaton that we saw, and why don't you throw it at the gem and see if you can knock it off the pillar?
Sure.
But we stand back so that if the wards flash, that we're not close, right? So that we're not caught in the whatever the effect. So we try that first, and if it knocks out, then we can smash the gem and try to free the creature. and maybe we can exact a reward for releasing it.
Sure.
Because who knows what it is? It could be good. It could be evil. It seems odd that you would encrypt an evil creature in the tomb of the person, right? So, I don't know. But that would be my thing if we were going to try to resolve this. We try to knock it off first,
Yeah, let's do it.
safely as we can. So I'll go and recover the what looks like a projectile, like something that he can hold in his hand that he can throw.
Okay.
Back into
So the thing that's gonna be heavy enough to potentially knock this thing off is probably the skull.
Sure.
Unfortunately, one of the ways where Ash differs from other versions of D&D or similar games, your Dex bonus applies to thrown and propellant weapons.
Right.
So your strength doesn't give you a bonus to your thrown weapons.
Well, and that's why I was saying, like, it's obviously not us big guys to do it.
Yeah.
We need somebody who's more agile.
Okay.
And then we make sure everybody's at least 10 feet or as far away as we possibly can get before he whips his thing at the skull.
Okay.
So I'm going to move.
Sure.
Okay. So Larissa's hiding back. Vargosh, where are you? Outside? Okay. Nargle, where do you want to be when this crystal shatters?
Will be
Down in the crypts in the basement. That's like a fairly safe distance.
And Sagramore, you're keeping your discreet distance as well? Or
I'm kneeling down and praying, trying to remember the name of my god.
okay.
I'm going to position my hand over our halfling companion here. You have a jerkin on, Jeff? Or like some type of armor?
No, I don't.
Then I'm going to put my hand very close to like the collar of his jacket. So if there's an explosion, I'm going to yank him back after.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Do you want to get closer to the door then?
Like you're gonna pull me through the door?
Well, I was thinking I suppose we could, that's probably safer ways to be out of the room altogether, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's probably good. And then you can stand right there. Whip it good.
Okay.
He whips it.
Neorian, you got it. Go ahead. and
So
make
just
your
roll
attack.
a d20 or what?
You might as well just roll your crossbow. So like you've got no weapons mastery, so
Oh, okay.
the net's bonus will be the same.
Oh, nice.
Hot damn! So you, what does it look like as you throw it? I'll tell you what happens when you hit it, but what does it look like as you?
He takes very careful aim, and I don't know. It's not like a baseball pitch or anything, but it's a very, very nice throw.
Is it like a horseshoe toss kind of thing?
Yeah, maybe more like a horseshoe toss. I mean,
Like
he's
an
an
underhand
athlete,
throw is a little more accurate anyway.
Yeah,
You know.
that's
Right.
right.
I wonder if there's a weird feeling, knowing that you don't remember anything about your childhood or whatnot. There is a weird feeling of nostalgia you have from that.
Yeah.
You know, so you toss it. All right, and hits, and the heavy metal thing kind of clanks up against it. It pushes it up, and it slowly kind of rolls along, falls off the pillar, shatters, and this thing. As it breaks open, this like inky black smoke forms up, and there's these eyes that form that stare at you, Neorian, and then it fades away.
Oh, I thought you said it grew a mustache.
No. Okay, so what happens though? Sagramore, as you're sitting there praying, because you were praying as well too, there is a flash of, it's a vision that you are suddenly hit by. And what you see is, first, you can see the beautiful glowing form of a Rosny, and you know it's a Rosny. You've memorized every angle, every curve of her face, the beautiful aquiline curve of her nose, those gorgeous golden eyes, and the sweeping wings that flare up behind her. And you look, and all you want is for her to look at you with an ounce of the love that you have for her. You can feel your heart beating so hard as her eyes slowly move across the field of troops. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. And then you're gone. And you're in a different place, and you are speaking to someone in a furtive manner. It's over a tavern's, kind of busy tavern's back, table, and your heart aches. It hurts you. The need that you feel at this point, and the conflict you feel as you're talking to this person. You can't make sense of what's being said, but it weighs so heavily on you. And then you have a recollection of you are at the head of battle, a rapier in each of your hands slashing down, carving a swath at the vanguard of this army of knights. There's a whole of blinding, divinely empowered steel charging forward, and you, like the tip of a spear, scything your way through these hordes of undead, risen warriors, ripped from their graves and pressed into service. And you can feel this horrible feeling of hatred and shame as you are carving your way through, tears running down your face, but thankfully hidden by the heavy armor that is on your face. You know that you will carve down and defeat your enemy, and your enemy's name is Tar Bafon. But you know that you are likewise responsible. You are responsible for the loss. And you open your eyes again, and you're Sagramore. And you can hear everyone, kind of saying like, "Oh man, wow, holy," as that giant smoky thing appears and then disappears. You didn't see any of that or hear any of that.
I'm sure you're all saying, "Great job, Norian. Way to go."
Yeah.
Wow.
So, Sagramore, what do you make of that?
Nice shot, Red 2.
Incidentally, that Legion of Steel that was behind you, every single one of them had on their shields and on their tabards the same symbol that is on yours.
Mm-hmm. And I was in field plate in the vision, right?
Yeah, with a rapier in each hand.
The rapier in each hand. So
Black cloak and a skull mask, like over here.
no. So I think the first thing Sagramore's going to do is just going to, right, because he's kneeling on both knees, just sort of fall forward, and then he kind of lets out sort of like a cross between a roar and a scream, just this kind of primal sound, too much emotion in him. And you can see, the hair hanging down, and he's starting to tear up, and his shaking inside his armor, almost kind of jingling because of the scales. And he sits up, and
I think light comes from your eyes at that point too.
Yeah.
So you get a point of astonishing fortune for that.
Thank you.
And so you guys all, you defeated that thing, and you hear this fucking bellow from behind you, and you all spin around as if where's this new foe? And it's Sagramore, who's down on the ground. There's small droplets where the tears that have been flowing from his face have now hit the ground. And you can see his eyes are still glowing with divine light. It's a stark reminder that Sagramore his ancestry stretches back to something much more otherworldly than you.
Does he look like he just had a vision, or or he's had a revelation?
You see what you see. You have Larissa has
so
no.
I help him up, and I'm like, "What happened?"
My long sword and shield, they were rapiers, and I led the armies of the righteous into battle, the spearhead of our cause. But I was not just the spearhead of our cause, but the cause of our downfall. Somehow, what I have done in a past life, I cannot remember it.
So was your vision through your own eyes or seen from above?
I assume it was from my own eyes.
Yeah, it was you.
Yeah, it was me.
So you were seeing through the eyes of Roslar.
No, I was seeing through the eyes of Sagramore.
But is not Roslar the like two rapier champion? Did you not just experience what he experienced?
Oh,
I don't know. Could I feel whether I had a full beard or a mustache while I was inside the armor?
You could not tell one way or the other.
Yeah, I kind of figured. So either it was me, Sagramore, having done something terrible, or it was Roslar, Sagramore as Roslar, having done something terrible.
So describe to us what you saw. If you can.
A great wedge of armored forces and me at the very tip, charging into a whole horde of the undead and striking them down left and right.
One thing you can remember too, if you're thinking about it, your best and most loyal and devoted ally was with you. That was, of course, Abdel.
Abdel the horse. So
what did you feel?
I felt the righteous fury commingled with the deepest possible loss, the most heinous crime that could be committed had been done by my hands and in my name.
Because I have an idea about this altar, but I don't know how. Part of it comes from Kevin's description, but
yeah.
So I don't know how if you articulate what Kevin articulated.
Yeah, no. So I'm sort of moving back and forth between this kind of like in halting phrases, trying to describe everything that Kevin said, and then
because the word he repeated over and over and over was heart. So Roslar believed in Erasni, and then he fought for Rosni, right? So if he's the symbol, if he's the rapier, then she's the wings.
Yeah,
because we've seen her symbol, right? And you explained the image you saw was the big red glowy with the celestial wings, right?
Yeah.
Now, what I don't know of these things is if there's 3 rows by 3, does that mean that there's only 3 options? So we have to pick 3 symbols. I mean, since it appears twice, I would think that that's the case.
So part of my theory about columns instead of rows is that would be walking towards the altar, right? Is that if you started here, you would walk 1 column, 2nd column, 3rd column towards the altar.
If that's the case, the heart is in the 1st column, the rapier's in the 2nd column.
The heart, so it could be the heart instead of the horse. That's
So
and the wings are in the last column, but they're just
wings are in the last column.
But they're not in the same row.
So is it mailed fist tree tower this way?
Yeah. Right? Mailed fist, this one, tree, this one,
is that
tower.
correct?
Oh, sorry, no, it actually is the reverse.
It's mailed fist.
So the heart is the first tile in the middle row.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
rapier is the second tile in the middle row, and the
towers are closest to the
wing
altar.
is the last one. So, I mean, this is a pretty huge assumption. But since Agrimore is immune to, or always makes his saving throw versus lightning, I think you might want, and you're the one who just experienced walking the path of Roslar.
Yep.
So if there's any potential for you being excused for misinterpreting it, I think you're the best candidate.
I agree.
Can I ask, do you remember the name of the enemy you were facing that you were going to try and
how do you
defeat?
spell it? Tarbafon?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna Tarbafon with a PH.
Because I'm assuming this altar is it being red and flamey and all this stuff.
But I sort of turn away from the altar when I say it to make sure that I'm not speaking in the direction of.
Okay, so as soon as you say that word, Nargle, you actually get weak at the knees and your stomach is a pit of fear. You actually wobble for a moment and you don't recognize it. Like you don't know what that means or why you're feeling the way you do, but you suddenly have this imagine the feeling that you would feel hearing the news that like all of your family was suddenly dead, and in the most horrific fucking way possible. You know, the worst news crashing down on you, unprepared. That's just you hear that name, Tarbafon. And you think you might actually, even in spite of your semi-undead feeling, you might actually be sick. Can you give me a death save, please?
Death save.
Yep.
Sweet.
Should have not been paying attention, Steve. You should have been somewhere.
I think while this is going on, Sagamore is starting to remove his armor. He's gonna get down to just cloth for his holy vigil.
Okay. Nice. So Nargle, you can feel that kind of like the mouth wettening kind of pre-puke thing, but you managed to stop that. Does anyone notice that? I'll let you guys decide whether your characters would have
I'll
been
assume that I was talking to Sagamore with a
Sure.
down, so I
Neorian, you see Nargle almost fucking falls and then kind of like spits on the ground. He seems like he's always a pretty pale guy. He's like, mime makeup white right now. Oh, you might be muted there, Jeff.
Oh yeah, whoops, sorry. Whoa, dude. What is wrong?
I something in the spirits world.
It's not that.
Oh,
it's the name.
He just said Tarbafon and you freaked out.
He's actually trembling now too.
Just the name alone, the power of the name.
Did he react when I said it?
No, it's just it was hearing that name, I guess, the first time.
Okay.
Nargle, you don't know what the fuck is going on. You can't account for why that is, but just you feel cold and you cannot get, you just can't seem to get, I don't know, comfort.
You look like you need a stiff drink, my man.
A wobbly soda.
What do you say, Nargle?
There's something about that name. I've heard it before.
I've never heard it before, have I?
No one else. It means nothing to anybody else.
Well, so it's not related to our heritage, I say to Nargle. Otherwise, we would both have been aware of it. So it must have something to do with the magic that you use.
Or maybe it's some connection from a former life.
So Sagamore has stripped down to basically his not undergarments, but like the things he wears.
Yeah, like the
underneath.
tunic, right? He's got the
Whoa,
scales all off. He's got it sort of piled up. Sword and
That
shield.
Niorian's
on
like,
that.
whoa, what the hell, man?
What, man? There's still another room.
What are you doing?
Every time we go into a room, we learn something new, and you're already going to strip down and take the path of the righteous.
I already took the armor off.
Yeah, what are you
Okay.
doing?
So everyone
Well,
position
we can
themselves
wait for
where
it
they're
back.
going to be.
We can help you.
Okay,
I'm gonna help you. Do you not want to?
where? are
Sorry,
they
what was
gonna-
that, Dave?
Do you not want to go into that room and see if there's a clue that makes this less maybe deadly? I don't know.
I don't think that my soul can handle another revelation like what I have just experienced.
His eyes are still blazing with power too.
Yeah,
I'm
I think
going to stand behind Sagamore when he takes the step onto the first tile.
Okay.
But if I'm
Do you mean like you're like the same kind of thing you were doing with Niorian to try and
Yes.
yank him back?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if something
Um,
bad happens when he steps on the like heart tile, I'm
Yeah.
right. then
So
that-
you guys had asked before about the radius of this, and what I think Nargul, what you've done is kind of look at the stone surface of this room, and you can see there are scouring on the ground like scorch marks that extend out about 10 feet from where those tiles are.
so one square beyond the tiles.
2 squares basically. So it'd be about 2 squares out from the tiles.
Okay.
Niorian backs up and he covers his eyes. Then he covers his balls. He puts one hand over his eyes and one hand over his balls. And then he peeks out through his fingers.
That's great. You get a point of astonishing fortune for that.
Fargosh
okay.
Fargosh goes to the store while everybody's doing whatever the hell they're doing, and he totally disagrees with what they're sitting doing. And he tries to imitate what Niorian did. He's like listening by the door and
Okay.
looking around. And
So that's it, Dave. You have your great role playing has given me an opportunity to remind you guys that anybody can take a moment and listen in OSR games. Okay, but you listen, you hear nothing in there.
okay, I popped the door open.
Okay, well,
before
Yeah.
I don't have any
Yeah.
armor on, man.
Well, don't take it off in the middle of an adventure.
But I'm about to have my
Okay.
holy experience.
hold on. Here we go. Okay, so a couple of things happen here, guys. First thing is this door is thrown open. Second thing is Vargosh is peppered with tiny arrow fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Is he?
Yep. So let's see here. Vargosh, what is your AC versus missile?
6.
6. Okay. What's that here?
Wow.
Okay, here we go.
Oh dear.
All right, 6. So all right. 1, 2, 2 hits. And then I got one more thing to do. All right, so you take 2 points. 2 points of damage, then 2 points of damage. So your armor will reduce that.
Ooh.
And then, give me a sec here. I'm gonna check one thing. Whew, okay.
Blue minis.
Okay. Good. And you take 5 more damage. So those arrows hit. One other thing hits you, and it's this tiny, like this glowing little stone that hits and then explodes back. You can apply. Oh, yeah. You can apply your DR only applies to weapon, I think, not to magic, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you actually take that full 5 points of damage as this magical fire sort of covers you. Now let's roll for surprise. Let's see. Dave, you were through the door open, so you go ahead and give me your surprise roll.
No, Fargosh has 0 hit points.
Why is he down? Oh, shit. Wait, do you have any astonishing fortune?
No, I don't.
Oh no! So Vargas kind of like shakes his head as he sees Sagramore's taking this serious kind of thing, throws the door open, bam, and falls down on the ground. All of you guys hear this shit. Let's have Jeff. You're rolling surprise. Give me a surprise roll.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yep.
Okay.
The only reason that Dave was rolling is he was the one throwing the doors open. But if he's unconscious, oh god, you're surprised.
No.
Oh shit. So
It's gonna be the first PC death in Ash.
oh my god. So here we go. They're gonna unload again. Now the thing is, because you're prone,
Yeah, he gets an AC bonus for being prone.
he gets an AC bonus for being prone. So there's that.
They might have thought they killed him too, right? They continue to shoot at the guy. He just collapses.
Yeah, I think that they know to. But the thing is, he may be injured and not dead yet, right? Because oh shit. Okay. 2 19s. Okay.
I don't have any metal armor on either side, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you take Dave. You do take
thinking.
1 more point of damage. So let's see here.
Sorry?
-1, you're still stable.
So you're at -1 hit points right now. And then that magic stone again. Let's see. Oh! So you guys hear another bang from behind you. Something is tossing some kind of explosive thing around. So you can kind of picture that you guys were all focused on what was going on here. And you're like, what the shit? Vargas drops down, and there's still more shit and explosions and stuff coming out of that room that he's suddenly thrown the door open to. So, guys, let's declare actions, and then Greg, you are still rolling initiative for everybody. So you are aware that something is going on. You've seen that your ally has fallen. Declare actions, guys.
What the hell am I doing?
Stop covering your balls in your eyes.
Yeah.
I had weapons.
Vargas, that's so good. Oh my god.
I'm not sure if there is such a thing, but
Interesting. Okay. Does Sagramore have his boots off as well?
Yeah, he's barefoot.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, it's so good. I gave you an astonishing fortune for that already, right?
You gave me 1 for the scream, but you did not give me 1 for taking my armor off.
Yeah, you absolutely will get 1 for that.
All right.
Okay. All right, guys. Greg, you got to beat my 2. Okay. You guys are up first. So first up is melee. Does anyone have any melee actions? It does not look like. So then we go on to missile.
I feel like
no.
trying to kill us tonight. I don't know.
I think Dave should get some cover from the wall because
Dave has been getting cover. So they actually the fire has stopped for this round, but the missile phase did happen in the first round. Okay. Next up, magic.
Hey,
anybody?
Kev.
No one's magicking. Yeah, go ahead.
So written on my sheet is my bio, fairly intelligent, wise for warrior, curiosity unmatched by his tactics, doesn't get on well with civilized folks that are simmering rage.
Yeah.
Would my curiosity, is that me playing my character in any way?
Yeah, I'll give you an astonishing fortune. I mean, you clearly did what was the suboptimal approach. I'll give you a point of astonishing fortune. You can't spend it retroactively.
Right, but I'm just wondering because that was me playing my character despite like the metagaming would have been like, oh well, he's taking his armor off. I shouldn't do anything. Open a door.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're going to get it, but you still suffer the consequences of role playing the character that way. You get the benefit of the astonishing fortune. So yeah, Jesus.
Can it be used to stabilize or what?
Well, he's not losing.
He's still stabilized.
Yeah, he's still
it's not
stable.
until he's at
If
minus
he-
5, I think, is when he
minus
starts.
4.
Minus 4, he starts dying.
Minus 1 to minus 3 is stable. Minus 4 to minus 9 is dying, and minus 10 is gone.
Yeah. Okay. Does he lose it? No, he's not. He's not losing. He's stable right
He's
now.
not losing because he's stable.
Okay, so then we are. No one's got magic on the. No one you can see has magic on the first phase. You can hear the sound of from inside that room, and then it is move. Anybody want to move? We'll do yours last, Sagamore.
Okay.
Yeah.
I moved to there. That's 6.
I chose dash.
Yeah.
Can I actually run farther or not?
You can move double your move. So basically move your full move, like 8 squares in the first phase.
And I drag Dave back a square with. I have 2 points.
Well, that's your first move is to get over there. And you can grab hold
two
of them.
points of movement left.
What's that?
I still have 2 points of movement left.
That doesn't matter. You're going to have to interact with him. You'll have to grab him. You dashed, right?
No, I just did my normal move.
Oh, your normal move. Yeah, that's fine. Then so you can grab him. And yeah, if you want to
Yeah,
drag
I'm
him
going to
back-
move him back 8 square into my
Okay.
square.
Hold on. I'm going to make, because you're going to have to expose yourself for a bit. I'm going to give you some AC. What is your melee, or your missile AC?
Is 3.
Is 3? Okay. Okay. Shit, you're hit twice. Okay. You take 3 and 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Can't taste blood.
One of those nasty things I've been waiting for quite a while. Okay, so but then you're able to carry on with your action though, Larissa.
I drag him back a square.
Yeah. So go ahead and move yourself, and Vargosh, move yourself over 1 square.
Yeah, so he's
You were
just
out of the line of fire.
He's in the square that I'm in, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Sagamore,
Yeah.
what is it you step on first?
I am. So the one that is on this first column, right, is the heart.
Okay.
That's correct.
So you step forward, your feet cold on the stone floor. All this crazy stuff is happening behind you. You look down. Your eyes return back to normal, just with a glowing ring around the blue of your eye. You place your foot down on the heart tile and confidently stride forward. You hear a no other action.
All right.
Okay. End our first phase. Start a second phase. No one else had. Everyone's moved themselves. Excellent. Top of the round, missile or melee. No one's got. Oh, we got Larissa's got melee.
Yep.
What are you doing?
I'm going to hold my action.
Okay. The thing is, I think that your action, if you've chosen to drag him along, that's your action. You're not going to be able to melee as well.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. You can pull him further though this round if you want.
Sure. I'll drag him 1 more square further back.
Okay. So that would have been let's see here. So melee, no one's got other melee. Missile, we got Neorian. What are you doing? Oh, can you see in there now?
Yeah.
Awesome.
You can see this guy.
So
and
all these little shits, you can see them reloading these nasty little bows as well, too.
I'll fire on one of them.
Okay. Go ahead. Oh, that's not a good shot.
No, that is a really bad shot.
Dang it. Okay, so that goes wild.
Jeff, the spirit of my God is with you and was willing you to fire that bow of yours again.
Okay, so what does Vargosh spit out to sort of motivate him?
Like, avenge me! He's got like blood trickling out of his mouth.
Nice. Go ahead and roll again.
Nice. Here we go. Better. Oh,
Still misses. Shoot. Okay, you fire off, and unfortunately does not hit. Okay, so then that is it for missile second phase. Magic second phase. Nargle, what are you doing?
I have to cast a spell, and that spell, of course, is Blade Ward. Blade Ward.
Okay, you got Blade Ward up now. Then we are on move. Does anyone other than Sagamore have move? I don't think so.
I think it's just Sagamore.
Just Sagamore. Okay, so Sagamore.
The next one to the
What
rapier.
is the next one?
The rapier that's at the center, right?
So you stride forward again. Again, you both foot down. It cautiously goes down on you. You're standing right in the middle of these things. You're not looking around. I think you're standing, staring straight forward.
Straight on the altar.
Yep. And you can hear something turns from within.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is the end of round 1, guys. We are on to round 2. Everybody declare actions, and then Greg, king of initiative, will try and beat my 2.
Hey, doesn't Sagamore still have like protection from evil that I cast on him from towards the beginning of the?
It would have lasted an hour, so I think so. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Do you remember what the benefits are from that?
+1 AC, +1 against or saving throws against evil stuff, and where is it?
So how do you write out if you prep a melee attack for something to come through the door?
Hold.
Okay.
Okay. Nice. Good job with your declaring actions there, Dave. I do nothing. All right, so we got move and then magic, hold. Excellent. Okay, Greg, give us your roll.
And 1 damage reduction.
Yep, you guys are up first. So first up, do we have anybody in melee? No, we do not. Next up is missile. So you guys are up first. I think, Norian, you're on first phase.
Boom! Oh, finally a good shot.
So one of those guys is hit.
Yeah.
But again, it's that it doesn't seem. It should have done more damage to him. Should have hurt him worse than he did because he sort of gets back up and readies his arrow. Okay, so you seem to be the only one there. Looks like. Let me actually hold on. I'm going to take a look from your perspective here. 2 of them. Okay, so there are 2 of them that'll take shots at you. What is your missile AC?
I think it's 1 better. 5.
5. Okay. So, yeah. 1 actually hits. You take 1 point of damage. Two little shots go out at you, and that is it for missile. Magic on the first phase. Nobody. Move on the first phase before. So Nargle, you go ahead and move.
Nargle is going to move.
Larissa, you're sort of gripping your getting ready to see if anything comes out, but all you're seeing is sort of like the exchange of fire between Neorian, and the shots coming out from within.
Right.
Okay, Nargle moves back, and Sagamore, what do you do?
So first, as a free action, I'm gonna quick prayer because I'm hoping that we got it right. And then I'm gonna step onto the last one, the wings.
Okay, and that is just to what? To the right, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so you look and you turn to the right. Then you step down. I mean, I guess you're not uncertain. Like you're fairly certain.
No,
that this is...
I am. I let out a prayer, but after that, I am stone cold, ready to do it. I am immune to all sorts of fear, so I'm ready to go.
Okay, so you step forward on this one. Again, the cold of the stone seems to drain whatever heat is in your foot. You bring your other foot forward, and both are down as the thing below you. You hear there's a shimmer of the fire that sits above the altar. That carved face of a Rosny on there. There's a as the eyes seem to blaze with fire. You hear a from within, and then it moves open, and you can see sitting within there are 2 items. One, where is it here?
So the altar opened up?
Yep. Let me just check here. Yeah, the front of the altar opened up, revealing that it is actually at least a half of it is hollow. What is within there is a glittering piece of chainmail armor with markings similar to what you have on yours. There are stylized in one kind of corner. There is the down-facing sword with the burst behind it, and on the other, twin rapiers. And there is a shield, a beautiful steel shield. And on the front of it, on the face, is a stylized boss that is in the same design that is your holy symbol. What is Sagramore's reaction to seeing this?
I think this is, he sees it open, and then suddenly we can tell that he has almost returned to the world, because he looks behind him and sees that Vargosh is lying on the floor, bleeding out, sees that Larissa is getting ready for something, sees that Neorian just took a hit, and Nargle is running, and so he's going to grab... I don't have high enough dex to dual wield. Can I spend a point of astonishing fortune to dual wield the rapiers?
There are not. No. There's not rapiers in there. That's a symbol.
Oh, symbol on the chainmail.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I am going to run back and grab my sword and shield and get ready to enter the fray.
Now, hold on. What you could do, if you wanted to scoop up that shield that's within there, I'll let you do, and then run over.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
Use my sword, but use the special shield.
Okay. So hold on. I'm going to tell you.
Give these things to me.
Where is it here?
Damn it, Vargosh. Why did you have to be curious? Why couldn't you have been brooding heavy drinker or something?
Okay. So you scoop this thing up, and you know well, you can't remember it, but you know well when you commune with your god. You get that feeling when you scoop up this shield. You go by and grab your, what do you call it? Grab your...
My longsword.
Longsword off the ground. And that's what will stop you right there. And that's where you are at the end of the first phase. Top of the round, second phase, we have melee. No one is acting on melee. Then we have missile. No one's firing on missile because everyone's reloading. Then it is magic. Nargle, what are you doing?
Nargul is going to sustain his armor.
Blade Ward, okay. And then it is move. So anybody who wants to move, who has not before, you go ahead and do it, guys.
So I have a question about the hold.
Yep.
So if it gets to the end of the turn, and whatever condition has happened, I'd like I'm wondering, can I move 5 feet with the hold?
No, because you've been like the advantage of the hold is that you get to interact. You act before anyone else does. The downside is if that doesn't trigger, you've been kind of like, standing on ceremony.
But in the second phase, if nothing happened in the first phase, the second phase, could he not change hold to
move?
He could have. To move, but you can't really do it. No, because if your rated action was a melee action, then that's when it would have happened, and you'd have to wait till the end of the round. You can't just wait to the end of the round and be like, "Oh, it didn't happen, so now I'm going to do it."
Well, no, but so then, how about could I just take melee in the second round, advance 5 feet?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Because if they come out of the door, I'm not in melee with them.
Yeah. So what we'll do for next time then too, just during the melee phase, just make sure that's what you'll say.
Okay.
The thing is it's to avoid that, because it's such a good option that can interrupt anyone else's thing. The downside is you can't just wait to the end of the round and be like, well, I'll move anyway then.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay. So that's end of round 2, guys.
To clarify then, Kevin, what you're saying is if you are going to switch something to melee, you have to do that in the melee phase?
Yeah, the start of in the appropriate phase. Because otherwise, because I mean, like I said, like the advantage is the reason all these guys got the shots off on you before anything else is they all held actions for it. If something opens the door, then we'll shoot it. So they got to do all that shit before you even rolled for surprise or anything like that.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so end of the phase, guy, or end of the first round. That is first round, right?
Second.
First round or second round? I think it's the first round because
I think it's the second round because the first round was my first 2 steps.
Right.
Then,
Okay. Yep. Second round. Okay. So we are on third round, guys. Everyone declare actions, and then Greg is going to try and beat my 4. So just wait for everyone to declare their actions, and then we will see what we see. Nap time, not bleed out. Oh, if only one. Oh, if you had your shaman here, he could have used prayer for the dying.
He could have shook its rattle at you.
Exactly.
And that would have done something.
Okay, so run, missile, nap, hold. Okay. And move magic. All right. Try and beat my 4.
Beat it.
6. Nice. Okay, so first up is melee. No one is doing that. Next up is missile. Neorian, you get to shoot first.
Beauty.
Yeah, red crow. Whoa!
Nice.
Okay, so that injured guy is now dead.
Beauty.
Which one it is that you can see. Again, this low-level stuff is so fucking cool when 1 hit point makes a significant difference.
And I'm assuming we did, though I missed last session, we didn't rest or time has passed, right? So all the stuff that we used up in the first session.
You still don't have access to. Yeah. Okay. So you land one square in this thing's big bug eye, and it falls back and is dead. That means there's only one that can see you that can attack on missile, and that's a miss. It fires wild on you. Okay. So then it is magic on first phase. No one's got that. Move on first phase. Go ahead, guys.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the run.
Okay, now hold on. Let me see who you can see here because I
can see 2 guys right here, and a tiny bit of one right here.
So one of them gets a ready to action on you.
Yep.
Fucking hits. You take 2 points of damage. Pre-DR. I'm not sure if you got
I don't have any DR because I'm in my cloth.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So that is it. For anyone else who got a move? Does anyone have a healing potion left?
Nargle still has his healing potion.
Do I still?
No. I think. Right. You guys said to hold off on using it.
Yeah. We held off on using it so that Nargle still has his healing potion. So we could hypothetically still heal Vargosh.
Yeah. Nargle, do you have an astonishing fortune?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Do you want to spend an astonishing fortune and instead edit the scene so that you ran over next to Vargosh so you could apply the healing potion to him?
Okay.
Well, wait a second.
Dave is going to punch you at breakfast.
Yeah, I'm coming to breakfast only to knock Steve in the chin.
Yeah. Just walk up and knock his food out of his hand. Okay, so let's say that happens this phase then. Go ahead. Who wants to roll do you do 1, which may not restore him enough, or do you do 2? Like the full potion down his gullet?
Well, definitely got to go. Maybe the 2, hey?
Okay.
So is that the thing to do?
Yeah, because that means it's 2d4 plus 2 he heals. So who wants to roll for it, Vargosh or Nargle? I'll leave it in your guys' decision.
I think it's the pourers.
Okay, Steve-O, 2d4 plus 2, please.
2d4 plus 2.
Yep.
And 2. Oh, okay. I can do this one.
Here we go. Big money. Big heals.
4 plus 2. Nope. Try again.
It doesn't work. The potion is broken. It was a dud potion. They put it in there to mess with you.
Boom shot.
7 points.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
6.
Okay. So what does it look like as Vargosh sort of coughs and comes back to life, having magically restored? Vargosh? What does it look like as you cough and come back to life? Nope, he's typing. I wonder if he lost the hangout. Dave, can you hear us?
Oh, his tablet died.
It's tablet of healing. Jesus. Oh man, that's great. You could use your restarting. Okay, let's take a quick second. I'm gonna grab some more water. Actually, I drank all my water. Let's take a quick moment, and then we'll come back. And I know we're just at the end of phase 1. We'll start phase 2 at the start of next round.
On a break?
Yeah, Kevin went to go get more water.
Okay, I'll check.
I recommend gaming right next to your fridge.
Or just drink something that's always right beside you.
Yes.
Okay. Was Dave grabbing the charger? Maybe. Dave, can you hear us again?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can. Yeah. So what I asked is, what does it look like as Vargosh kind of comes back to life here?
Well, he bolts upright all of a sudden with because he's conscious and he's got blood coming out of his mouth. He looks down all these little arrows that are stuck in him and he just swipes them down and just freaking brushes them off.
Nice.
And starts cursing like you've never heard him.
There's like char and stuff on you too from where that magical thing went off as well.
Yeah, he's pissed.
Yeah, rightfully so. Okay, so that was the end of the first phase, guys. Top of second phase, we have melee, which nobody. Then
I am. I'm charging.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so go ahead and just maybe move 1 square by 1 square here.
There.
Okay, stop right there. I think, yeah, there's another one that fires on you. Fucking hits again. 2 points of damage again.
Okay. All right.
And go ahead.
And
keep going.
Further in.
Okay, stop there. That one misses on your new shield. And then there is that little glowing stone comes down at you. So, what is your AC currently against missile? This is a large shield.
This is a large shield. So, okay. Normal AC is 9.
Yep.
-2 for the large shield to 7.
Yep.
+1 because I'm charging to 8. Because I don't have a dex bonus to lose.
Okay.
And is this magic qualify as evil?
This is not. No.
Okay. So then
hold on. It has evil intent.
Okay. Then I'm at 6 because
6.
I have the protection from evil from Nargle and my own protection from evil.
Nice. Okay. Okay. Then you know what? This hits your shield.
Hell
Explosion.
yeah.
Yeah. Carries over. Now carry on with the rest of your action. Go ahead.
All right.
Listen, just because I love this Illo. Take a look at this, guys. This is what lurks on top of in here, Sagramore. These are all bookshelves, or shelves at least. And on the top of one of them, there is someone. Where is he? Here he is. And this is what he looks like. And he's been shooting from his little sling at you. And as you can see in this room, there are 4 more of these things. One of them lies dead. There was 5, but one of them is dead now. What are you going to do? Go ahead and make your attack roll if you're going in to attack these things.
Yeah, taking a swing.
Ooh,
I don't think I have any modifiers on that, so I think that's just a flat AC 5.
That is good enough, and you actually kill one.
Nice.
So one is down, and you guys have breached the area here. Boom! Okay, so that was melee. Then we have missile.
So at this point, I can convert my hold to something else, right?
And on melee, yes, you can. Yeah, if you want to be like, fuck it, and run in there,
Yes.
go ahead. Go right ahead.
Okay. I'm going to 1,
And unfortunately, they've all used their ready actions.
2.
So you go right ahead, and you don't have to worry about stopping at any point.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I'm going to recklessly attack the one beside me.
Hell yes. Go ahead.
Sorry.
And actually, for the folks listening at home, reckless attack is what?
-2 AC, +1 to hit.
Nice. Oh, these little shits are so hard to hit.
How about Larissa? How about I shout something as you charge in to give you a second swing? Because I'm sitting on some astonishing fortune, and I think we can make these motherfuckers take a morale check.
Yep.
So yeah, take another swing. Yeah.
Oh, that's 20. Nice.
Oh.
Holy shit. Go give me a D6 roll. 4 is times 2 damage. So what I don't do is tell me how you kill 2 of these things.
Oh, I just put all my weight into it, and I just carry my weapon through the 2 guys in front of me.
Nice. And your fangs, I think, kind of as you take them down.
Yeah, my red eyes just fill with the berserker.
Okay.
Power of the berserker.
All right. That was melee. We're on missile. These things have used up all their missile attacks this round. No one else has a missile attack second phase, right? No. So we then have magic second phase. Nargul, that's you. Oh, you used you use your phase to feed that potion to Vargosh. So you'll be on a you can still move this phase if you want.
Okay, let's move up to here.
As can Vargosh. I think you lose. Is it half the move is lost when you stand, guys?
Yeah, I think
or
so.
Are there?
Is that true?
I can't remember. I'll say that's what it is for now. So
yeah,
Vargosh,
for now.
basically you move at half speed, and you can snag your mace as you make your way along if you like. Can you get in there with half move?
That's 15.
Well, no, but remember it's half for the phase.
Oh, wait, then yeah, I only can move 1.
Okay, so you get there and you pick up your mace.
Here, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're on your way to getting your mace. All right.
It's in the doorway. It's right where Nargle. That's where he collapsed, right? Where Nargle.
Yeah. So he's got to move one more to grab it. Then Nargle is sort of standing on it. Okay. So that is the end of round 3, guys. We're back on round 4. More favorable attack rates. Everyone declare actions. And Oh, Greg's got to beat my 4.
Can you move and missile? Like
You can
back?
move and then missile, but you only can attack once then.
That's fine.
You just can't move. So missile, you have to split up between the 2 different phases. You can't, just like magic, you can move and then you can shoot, or you can shoot and then move. But if you're attacking at an increased attack rate. I can't wait for you guys to get outside to start using the plant arrows thing, because I love that. Okay. So Vargosh, and then we got Nargol. What are you doing? Joining the Blue Meanies. Oh, we got Mel winning us, joining us. He's catching us live pretty early in York. So, hey, Mel. I should have been checking the chat more often. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah, that was like at the beginning of the stream.
Oh, I know. I just realized now. Like, shit. Sorry about that, Mel.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, so we declared. Go ahead and roll. Beat my 4. Boom! 6 again. Nice. So first up is melee. Go ahead. These things are not
Lucy,
doing
you want
melee.
to go first? Yeah.
Okay, so he is actually on the top of this shelf right now.
Okay.
So what I'm going to just do is give him a fair amount of armor against this. He is also.
So when I miss him, I drag the sword down the middle of the shelf and watch it collapse underneath him.
It's way too big for that. So what he is actually casting something too, though. He's and talking to some kind of little stones that are in his
Oh,
hand.
then I'm totally attacking recklessly.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
No, Nat 1. Not good. Oh, so you think you would have hit him? And he's just too high up, and still, and there's little like sparks that are sort of flying up and swirling around. Sagamore, you're on melee as well.
All right. First on this one, long sword.
We go. That hits. That kills him.
All right. And I have a second attack, so I'm going to follow up towards the mage.
Yep.
See if I can't get him.
That spell is not going off. And he loses it. The sparks sort of drift off as if they were being blown up by a bonfire. Okay, and 7 points of damage. My goodness. That actually, well, no, because he's Blue Meanie. That's a pretty bad hit, but he's still up. Okay, then that is it for melee. We've got no missile, looks like. So we've got magic. Nargol, what are you doing?
I am going to cast. Well, that's moved out of my range now. So I'm going to cast Blade Ward on myself.
Okay, you are now Blade Warded.
I can still move when I've cast a spell on myself, right?
No, once you cast a spell, you cannot move. What you could do is move and then cast a spell in the second phase, but you can never move in the same phase as when you cast magic. And once you cast magic, you cannot move again in that same turn.
Okay.
Okay. So then it is, I guess, move. So Vargosh, it's you.
Picks up his mace.
Yep. And you see that little shit in there.
I'm also
Okay.
moving.
All right. Yorian, where are you going? Okay, you're racing in there. Yeah. Okay, then that is the end of first phase, guys. Top of the round, second phase, melee. I'm going to guess that's Vargosh. You going to get revenge on this little shit?
The other guys are standing right there.
Can we sort of strafe out of the way for him?
You would have to be withdrawing the whole phase.
The whole way?
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no, but remember, because of our house rules, withdrawing is during the melee phase.
Yes, we determined that last week.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
But you didn't.
But neither of us declared it.
Neither
well,
you. No.
No, I don't think
No.
so. I think
Vargosh, you could throw your mace, I guess, as an improvised weapon.
Arched and tried to smash him into the.
say something
I
encouraging.
don't know.
Okay, so that
Vargosh-
is.
Vargosh like knock Sagamore out of the way so he could.
Sure, yeah, let's do this.
He'll give like Sagamore a like swim move. He'll just like push him on the shoulder
Get out of the way.
and, like smash it.
You can tell you. Why don't you give me a strength test? Let's see if you can jostle him out of the way. Yep. So boom, you're sort of slammed to the side, Sagamore. So there's just enough room for him to squeeze in there. I'm going to give you a little bit of a penalty for doing that. Make your attack roll.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Nothing is getting between Vargosh and his revenge. Bam! There's a splooch as your thing hits in there. Both you and so Larissa and Sagamore were focused on something else. I think you're a little surprised by him suddenly, smashing his way in. Holy shit! So that guy is down. His body slumps to the top of the shelf and then falls to the ground. Alas, poor Barple Stonebreaker, we knew you.
So I guess maybe opening that door was. I could have waited.
It was your destiny, Vargosh.
Nargle, thanks for. I don't know what you give me a potion or something. All of a sudden, I know as I'm feeling like I'm up on my feet again, and
Yes, it is good to see you.
Thanks,
guys. What you so this room here, these shelves are full of ornamental weapons, tapestries, and trophies, but most are torn or broken, and several lie smashed on the floor. In the kind of the middle of this, there's this pile of like loot that these little shits have apparently been trying to accumulate, including like peeling the gold leaf and the silver leaf and stuff like that off of the different ornamental weapons. So they've accumulated a small pile of this stuff in here. It's about 10 pounds of silver, ivory, and gold leaf worth a total of 260 GP. And let me see here. 1, 2, 1, 2. And no, I need to roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Neorian, you're sort of looking around here, and you can see there's a little bit of a like right down here in the corner down here.
Yep.
There's actually something kind of poking out from. Yeah, you get over there. There is a bandolier in there.
Mm.
And on it, 1 second. How many is this? Okay. There are. Where is it here? There we go. Ooh, there are 4 other different colored, blue colored vials, same shape as the others, that are a little bit larger. They're about 1.5 times the size of what the other smaller ones were. But these ones are fairly large as well.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
I'll grab it.
Okay. 4 vials. Yeah.
Mm.
I'm not sure. Does anyone have detect magic?
Was that Red Crow that was doing it?
I think it was Red Crow's got an ability, but he is. Who was Red Crow again? You guys don't remember. So you got that. Okay, so what else you find in here, guys? Is, let's see. Well, I mean, Barple Stonebreaker there's now a broken crown made of insect shells. There's still about 8 stones left in his little filthy sack, and everything else is really not worth, any. Doesn't have any value. Though Nargle, you can see he's got a little sprig of holly on him. No doubt, you think that this maybe have been his connection to sort of the primal forces.
Vargosh picks up the little sack of magical stones or whatever.
Yep.
And he hands it over to Nargle and says, "These fuckers hurt. Can you throw them at people?"
Nargle, do you have sense magic as a cantrip?
No, it would be a first level spell.
No. Detect magic is a first level spell. Sense magic is a cantrip. But I guess you didn't take that. I think you took True Strike. You took I don't remember the other ones you took were.
Can I get another cantrip when I go up
At level 2? I can't remember. It should say on that chart. I don't remember when you get your second cantrip. Here we go. Astonishing cantrips. You're a pure caster. You do actually. You know what, Steve? You got a new cantrip at level 2.
How about sense magic?
Sense magic. Okay. So just so you know, what sense magic does is it does not give you any information about like spells or enchantments or auras or anything like that. Nor does it give you any specific information about magic items. But what it will do is tell you what are magic, what are enchanted.
Mm-hmm.
So what does it look like when you manifest this ability, the detect magic?
He waves his hand over it and then sort of breathes on it and then sniffs it.
Okay. There is no scent on this, but there's something magical in here.
Mm.
You look around and you can see that Sagramore has this new thing on his arm. Can you go sniff it?
Absolutely.
Okay. So Nargle is still sniffing the air and he comes over and kind of sniffs at your shield. The shield is enchanted. As are those, if Neorian is carrying that little bandolier. Actually, since it's sent, since the way you describe it, you can kind of, there's something else. Yeah, those things are enchanted as well, too. There's 4 vials, and there's something mystic about them.
I see. These are special. They have spirits in them.
Okay.
Interesting.
So,
do you think these might be healing potions? Neorian says. Who's injured and willing to try drinking one?
I am. I will 100%.
Okay.
Attempt the drink.
Oh yeah.
This thing is large enough. So are you just going to quaff the whole thing, or are you going to take a sip?
Yep. Nope.
Whole thing.
Go big or go home.
Glug, 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 glug. Would you kindly give me a 3d8 plus 6 roll, please?
Oh,
Dear.
you heal the entire party.
Can you take 16 points of damage?
Can I take 16 points? No, I'm at 6 points, I think.
Just
you spend Astonishing Fortune.
Why would you want to do that when he just healed 16 points?
Oh.
I didn't say he
You're
did.
so mean.
I asked if he could.
You're so mean.
No, so what this is this you feel incredibly revitalized. You heal all of your hit points back.
Okay.
So you're back at full again. So, yeah, it seems that this was really, the way Larissa describes it, this seems like supercharged versions of the other one. You get the sense you could probably sip it as well, too. And actually get 3 doses.
Neorian takes one of the potions off the bandolier and puts it on himself, and then hands the rest out to everyone else.
Okay, who is going to take the other 2?
Well, I think some people need to drink them, don't they?
I think Sagramore's pretty hurt.
Sagamore is not focused on any of that. He kind of wants to get some clothes back on first, and then he wants to put on that nice chainmail that was.
Okay.
I'll take one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these are.
Again, Dave, you can sip it, or you can quaff the whole thing.
Well, if Larissa and Vorgosh take them, then that's the other 2, right? Because
Larissa, Vargosh, and you're going to give one to Sagamore.
Oh, Larissa already drank one.
Yeah. So it's Vargosh.
Oh, Vargosh takes one. Yeah. So then I'll give the other one to Sagamore.
Okay.
I'll come out here and give it to him.
Okay.
So what if I take 1 sip?
So you take 1 sip. Give me a 1d8 plus 1 roll, please.
That works.
No. Oh, weak. Okay, so you heal 2 points.
Worst
Yeah,
potions ever.
Do you want to take another sip?
Wow. That is just gross.
Because I'll take another sip.
Okay, another 1d8 plus 1. There's still enough left for one more sip. Are you kidding? Oh, God.
How do you even do that?
Somebody
amazing.
watered it down.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm thinking that I'm
You might as
cursed
well-
for opening that door, so I'm going to hold off on sipping this until I need it again.
Okay, so you got one more that's 1d8 plus 1. Okay. Now.
That was terrible.
All right.
It's hilarious. That's what it is.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
I was almost tempted to throw it at the wall. One that might have helped me.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, so you get Sagamore. So you were making your way over to try to recover that chainmail.
Yes.
Okay, so you grab that stuff, and it is.
Yeah, I like grab my gambeson or whatever from the scale mail and then leave the actual armor part behind and put the chainmail over it.
Okay, it fits as if it was intended for you. It is just
Damn right it does.
and shimmering and beautiful, and it actually has like where your tabard would, I guess, like hook up to it. There's a perfect sort of slots to do that stuff.
Glorious.
And your so your AC now. If Norgal is maintaining his sense magic out there too, this is enchanted as well.
This also, I say, special.
Okay. So, your chain is what, medium armor?
Chain is medium AC 5.
Nice. Okay. All right. So, guys,
Do I not have better than 5 AC with the enchantment? Or
we haven't had it identified yet, so you're not sure.
No. Okay.
Not until you get someone cast that detect magic on it.
Okay.
Now you have
Or someone swings at you for the first time.
You're at 4 hit points right now.
Yep.
You now have one of these bigger healing potions with you, and I take it that I'm assuming the guys have explained sort of what they've experienced with it. So
Yeah, I'm gonna take a
If you
sip.
take a sip, it does jack squat. But if you drink the whole thing, it'll do great. Like seriously, if you sip this thing, you might as well just not do it.
He clearly is the chosen one,
yeah.
and you are not. That's what you get for opening doors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was going to do the religious ceremony, and you threw the door open.
Boy, oh boy. All right.
Interesting.
The gods of fate are scowling upon you, Fargosh.
They have spoken with their their eights.
Okay, guys. So, boy, oh boy, it looks like you have thoroughly explored this second floor here. What are you guys going to do now?
We'll go and check out that tunnel just to make sure.
Sure. Yeah.
Because we haven't looked down the tunnel yet.
Yeah. So the tunnel, it's actually a crack in the wall. This is something that runs all the way up,
Sure.
and it's wide enough at the base there that you look like something tiny, like the
Like our halfling.
unfortunately, it's even small. Like the halfling could probably kind of wiggle his way in, but it'd be like
Too many second breakfasts.
yeah. It would be very difficult.
Too many second breakfasts. He got in dead feet. We never got him out again.
So, my goodness, what are you gonna do now, guys? Neorian's still a little banged up.
The stairs. That's what stairs are for.
Yeah, maybe I will drink one sip of mine.
Okay.
We could take a rest too.
Good.
I mean,
Too
we're in as secure an area as we're going to find.
Yeah, we could find maybe like this room up here, and bar the door with the furniture or something, and try to sleep through the night.
Okay.
We could, get the bodies out of there. It's not a terrible.
Well, yeah. I mean, we're cleaning the place up.
Okay.
Or even if we were in that room where the stairs are, we could pile up all the stuff that we'd found in the stairwell, like at the bottom of the stairwell.
Yeah.
Right. So that something can't get in, go into one of the other rooms. We come in, it sneaks in behind us. Nothing can get to us if we camp at the furthest point forward.
We could
Okay.
also set watches.
Yeah, of course.
Setting
Yeah.
watches would probably be a good idea too.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys, you do that, and you find the rest provides no benefit.
Do you mean our like once per day things are not recovered?
None of your once per day things are recovered. You recover no hit points.
Okay.
It's almost as if resting in a tomb would only benefit the dead.
Hey, that's
Well, that's
Emo.
well, that's good to know for Red Crow because he thought we were already dead.
Yeah. Who was Red Crow
Only
again? I don't know who
here.
you're talking about.
I know.
Yeah. Okay. So guys, go ahead. Why don't you do this? Give me a marching order from right to left with the way that you're going.
From right to left.
Yeah.
So who's in
Like in the main room.
Yeah. Just to set up your marching order. I just want to be able to cut and paste or to move you guys over.
From right to left.
Yeah. So like,
Going first?
right will be the person at the front, and then working our way back. So Sagamore is at the front there.
Unless
Vargosh.
they believe.
I'll leave a space for our beloved Berserker.
Okay. So Loris, I can move you over there. Boom. There we go. And Nargol, are you going at the end, or is Neorian holding up the rear again?
Thank you.
What do you think?
Um,
Clothy at the end, or Sagamore at the end? Or Neorian. What do you guys think?
Clothy has kind of a lot of hit points for a Clothy. Maybe he should. And he's got Blade Ward, so he'll be fine.
Yeah, you can maintain Blade Ward. Okay, so we got your Clothy tank. Hey guys, let me where am I going here? I am going up here, I believe. Yes. Okay, cool. So I just got to move our things here. Okay, just to get our icons out of the way because the map is too small. I made it too small. Okay, whoopsies. You over there. Okay. Okay, guys, here we are. Oh, I move them just. No, come on. There we go. The whole party's moving. Okay, now don't move yourself just yet. I need to. You know what I should have done, dummy, is
giving out more astonishing fortune.
No. We never do that. Okay, so here's what we see. You guys are at the top of the stairs. Those of you who cannot see the room, you're just too far down the stairs right now. So, Sagamore, you're the first one walking into this room. And what you see is that this long room has a single bench across the far wall there. You see that?
Yeah.
Yes, I see.
There are several plates of gleaming metal that hang from wires in the ceiling, like barding in the shape of some fearsome metal bull. And the plates twist like wind chimes, creating a dull clanking gong, 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 with the idle sounds or the idle kind of breeze that passes through this. Stairs, and then there's the stairs that lead down to you guys, and you can see to your right there, Sagamore, there is a door at the very southern end of that room. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna move kind of across the room, but I'm gonna motion for Larissa to follow behind me.
Okay.
So that we can sort of stack up at the door.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, what did you do with your shield, Arlen? Your other shield?
My other shield, left it behind.
Okay, well, I'll pick that up then.
Okay.
So just a regular shield, or is it a large
It's a
shield?
large shield.
I will add that.
Okay. So you're looking up, and this thing is huge. It's like the largest. It's bigger than what an actual bull would be.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to detect evil on it by pausing and concentrating.
Okay.
Larissa, go.
Yeah. And
Right
Nargle.
behind me. Larissa and Nargle. Yep.
Yeah. There is no sense of evil. No source of evil in this thing.
I'm standing behind him, so it's like I'm in an eclipse anyways.
Yeah. Okay. So then there is the door there. What are you guys doing?
So Sagamore kind of holds up his sword and twirls it in a let's group up motion. Gets up here to the door. And then what I'm expecting is for Larissa or Vargosh to take this spot at the other side so that when I open the door, we'll have two people at the entranceway.
Okay. Everyone is positioned.
I can have my crossbow out and then fire and then run into melee.
Get ready. Okay. Yeah.
It's already the heavy crossbow for a bull.
Okay. And then Nargle, what are you doing? You're back on the stairs there.
Yes, going here.
Okay. All right. So then, guys, you're right. Who's opening the door? It opens down and to the west.
However it opens, I'm opening the door, and Larissa's covering me.
Okay. All right. Then 1, 2, 3. The door swings open, and it reveals another large, sprawling hall. Do you step in, Sagamore?
Yeah.
What is your backup character? No. Kidding. Okay, give me a sec here. I'm going to move. The walls of this wide room are covered with murals depicting a man performing a variety of heroic tasks, driving a sword into a fearsome metallic bull, defending a village from a scowling specter, delivering an impassioned speech to several knights, all of which are bedecked with the same tabard which you wear, carrying the same shields with the same markings that you have, Sagamore. The man has a large mustache and flowing hair and wears a breastplate adorned with the symbol of 2 rapiers on one side and the symbol of that down-facing sword and the starburst behind that you now wear. At the western end of the room, there is an enormous statue of the same man, mustache and flowing hair, atop a rearing horse, carrying a lance in one hand and a shield in the other. The shield, even though it is made of stone, is marked with the same symbol that marks your shield that you now carry, Sagamore. Hallways exit this room to the north and south. You can see there's a door. There's hallways at the far end there, down here, and down here.
Is this
door?
Are we supposed to be able to see over to here? Because I can see a pair of somethings over here.
Oh, you're not supposed to. Give me 1 sec here.
Okay.
Some Bush League DM forgot to do his dynamic lighting in the middle. Sec. Thank you for letting me know, though.
No worries.
I'm guessing that's like a solid wall, right?
Yeah, it is. Sorry, I'll just.
Yeah, I kind of figured that wasn't just like a depression that we could see over by not walking.
No, you know what? I think
that would be interesting.
Last time I put this together, it was pretty much throwing the map together on the first day, about 20 minutes before the session. So I tried to make sure I caught all the dynamic lighting stuff, but did not catch this one, I guess. Check us out. Boom.
Yep. Much better.
Okay.
Okay. So, however, that does, you can see there's those 2 hallways that lead out over here and over here. There is a door across the way. But as your booted feet kind of clank in here, you hear the sound from somewhere off in this direction. Bang, 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 bang. The sound of metal shod feet moving across the stone surface.
From which direction?
From off the direction where I forgot to put the wall.
Oh, okay. But from
Yeah.
the north or the southern hallway, or from both?
It's well, you can't tell because the sound is just coming seemingly from somewhere off in that direction. And actually, guys, that is where we will leave it for tonight.
What?
So, however, there's a lot of XP that some folks earned tonight. So let me just quickly calculate that because I think we're going to have a couple folks making a little ding-a-ling tonight. Okay. Now, apart from that 260 GP that you found, that 10 pounds of stolen whatever, did you guys recover any other GP tonight that I forgot about?
I don't think so.
I don't
Like
I don't
just
think
straight
so.
up gold or items count as well?
Gold or items? I mean, the items I've kept track of what you found.
Okay, yeah. Then
I just wasn't
nothing
sure.
other than that.
So yeah, I don't think we found any wealth aside from that 260 GP and then the chainmail armor, the steel shield, the bandolier with the health potions.
Yep. If you guys could kindly type the amount of, if you have any astonishing fortune left, type that in the.
Hey, did we get any astonishing fortune for sorting out the puzzle?
You did not, but you do get XP for that actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I got 2 points of astonishing fortune for all the stuff that I did in preparation. So it's not like we didn't get anything from it.
Okay.
No, absolutely.
We didn't keep the 2 points of astonishing fortune that we had from last time, did we? Those got
No, those turn into XP.
Yeah, you get 50 XP for each one of them that isn't spent. This is actually the best game that works in. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with the end resources in any of the other games that I do it, but with getting XP at each session, it makes it a lot easier to just toss that in your direction.
If you played your first session and you started with fortune and you didn't use it during the first session, would it go away at the end of the first session?
Yeah, you would cash in.
Okay.
Astonishing Fortune would have cashed in for 50 XP.
It might be interesting, I suppose, because you would have made accumulate too much if you started a session with half of what you had before.
No, but I like the XP reward because that way it gives, because I'm rewarding it for it's a roundabout way of potentially giving XP reward for good role playing or just giving you a resource.
Yeah, it incentivizes it.
Yeah, I kind of get the what you get to have my cake and eat it too. Okay, let me think here. You guys killed 5. Yeah.
Don't forget our victim from the first room.
Oh yeah, no, you got XP for him. You defeated him last session, so you got XP for him from before. Alas, poor Zargle. One thing I did read. I haven't been following up on the or following with all the different acquisitions incorporated things, but I guess Splug from the first adventure they ran has come back as a nemesis. He's called Splugorth now. I think that's pretty funny. I look forward to bringing Zargle back.
I looked through the room or the rule book for prone rules, and there doesn't seem to be any.
Yeah, I don't see any for standing up. There's AC bonus for being prone, but there's not
so
stand up cost.
Considered as part of your movement, I guess.
Yeah. I think I'm fine with. I think the way I ruled it is fine.
Yeah,
and it seems like there's a lot of the things that we can just take, for lack of a better term, follow Pathfinder's example. All the martial classes can just switch weapons for free as part of their move, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Okay, so let's see here.
Gary, are you making a face because I mentioned Pathfinder rules?
No. That's my I'm having pain because I'm doing math in my head face.
Oh.
Yeah, no, not at all. No, I the thing is that as much as I didn't like the play of Pathfinder, I love the material. I love the books. This is a great fucking adventure. What did you guys think of that room? That was pretty cool, eh?
Yeah, that whole sequence was awesome. That was top tier, moving across the panels while everything was going down in the fight. That was great.
It's I've taken an awful lot of liberties with this in the way that I'm presenting it, and I've added a bunch of stuff as well too. But there's at least 50% of this that's the adventure as written, and that I think that's pretty fucking cool. It's a really It's so again, it's Ron Lundeen who wrote this, and he actually wrote one of my favorite adventures in the Iron Gods adventure path too, the Choking Tower. So he's a pretty cool and pretty inventive designer. So yeah, there's lots, and I mean, even like all the different things you fought so far too. Most of these are all pretty unique. What Pathfinder does to sort of drive product is as they, as a new book comes out, suddenly, surprise, surprise, the adventure path that they were publishing at that point happens to use a lot of the weirdo monsters that are from there.
Yep.
But it makes for a much more could you guys, apart from the giant cockroaches, could you point and say what any of the things are that you fought so far?
Well, I know
the
that
guys are goblins. Like they're some sort of.
Nope.
Well, they look
aren't
like
they
goblins.
something as mites?
They're mites, yeah.
Yeah.
From Fiend Folio.
But I only know that because I think you mentioned it on the podcast.
Yeah.
So, but then there's the bone bugs that I don't know what those are. The big cockroaches, we know that those are big cockroaches. I'm trying to think of what else we fought. The fire beetles. I knew what those were.
Yeah, so the bone bug. This is the thing I love. So the thing I don't get about Pathfinder, and I think you've already heard this on the podcast maybe, but like why Pathfinder gives the clinical names for things instead of what people would call them is just bonkers to me.
Yeah,
like those things are called ostrophites, but it's like in universe, the only things that would ever call them ostrophites are like sages and magicians and shit like that. You guys would call them bone bugs or something similar, right? It'd be some obvious descriptor of what it is and what it does. So I just like with 6 bestiaries full of monsters, you do need to give new names constantly, but it doesn't make sense in universe for that. Okay, so we got XP for that, 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 XP for that. Let's do some totals here. Where's my darn phone? But it is, it's a great, and this map is so cool too. I love the layout of this this tomb. And Steve, you and George have convinced me that I did the right thing with the way I set up the cantrips too. I love that you guys are making regular use of them effectively every fucking round.
Oh yeah. Although next time I'm going to start using my sling.
You're going to use your which?
My
sling.
Yeah.
Did you take the boss's bullets from his sling?
That's what those non-magic stones. They're effectively just sling stones. But the thing is, they're very, very tiny though. So I don't know if he could make effective use of them.
I don't know. They brained Vargosh pretty good.
Holy shit, guys! My goodness.
So I'm also going to point out, because I think we're going to get a lot of XP, I am still level 1. So I think that means that I get double XP.
You do, yep, that's right.
For the big haul.
Yep. That's good timing for it. And the human's gone, so he's not getting the
human's
crazy...
gone, so nobody's getting 130%.
I still don't know how I got 1,800 in that first session.
Okay, because, just...
We got double plus 10%.
Yeah.
And all the treasure and...
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, so we actually only got about 700 XP, right? But then when you doubled it, and then we added 10%. So
yeah.
Okay, one second.
And you are not playing one of these ridiculous classes that requires an obscene amount of experience.
That is correct. I'm just your sturdy, stalwart, door-opening fighter.
Which means you gain levels a lot faster, so there is that.
Yep. Just as the rest of the party hit level 3, Bob the Rogue hit level 9.
So, yeah.
Pretty much. Yep. I think I'll multi-class and catch up to you guys.
So, new group rule, don't open random doors during religious ceremonies.
I think that is awesome. No, yeah. That was very you, Dave.
Yeah, that was really good.
You were apologizing for it. No need to apologize. It was.
I know, but I'm looking at my character. I'm like, but Vargosh is curious. He's impatient and he wants to keep moving along. And I'm like, fuck, he's gonna go open that door.
We have nobody who is what do you call it? Everybody gets a 10% bonus to their XP, right? Everyone's wisely invested in. Okay, So
And is that before or after the doubling?
this is, I'm going to give you both totals. I'll tell you what you get. Okay, so guys, those of you.
That's the math trick. It can be before or after, and it'd still be the same.
It's all the same, exactly. So here's what you guys get. So those of you, let's see here, those of you who are second level already, which I think is Nargul and Vargosh, and that's it.
Yep.
Nargul and Vargosh, you guys get 1,177 XP. And those of you who are not get 2,354 XP. That's 2,354 for the double.
Oh, I'm just short.
And that's
And 1,177 for those who are already second level. That's including all your modifiers. That's
including the 10%.
That's including 10% bonus. Yeah.
I'm 280 away from level 3.
Holy shit. Yeah, loot is this is one of the reasons why I love that you get XP for loot, is because finding that shit means a lot, you know?
Yeah, I'm 3720 out of 3999.
I mean, if you wanted to create player conflict, you could just give XP for gold looted off other players.
Yes. Okay, so that is that. Who has everybody hit second level now?
Yeah,
I have. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm like
Okay,
700 short of third level.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's great. Yeah, I love it because it just propels you towards you guys earned that. That was a tough scene, right?
And you said we get half hit points, right?
Yeah, half rounding down at even levels, half rounding up at odd levels.
Okay.
So Sagamore, you'll get what is it, 5 plus your con modifier.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Oh, Larissa, you're gonna want to change your hold on. I'll do it for you. There you go. That'll update your hit points in your character sheet now too.
Saving throws don't
Okay.
at level 2.
And Neorian, let's see here. Neorian is going to be at you've already done the update too. Awesome.
And our fighting ability goes to 2.
Yes.
Yep. Some of the people's fighting ability goes up. Okay. Pretty good, guys. And that's so cool that Vargosh is close to the next level. I mean, certainly you did a good job of taking on some pretty tough adversaries. And this is another reason why I do I love putting the what do you call it? The Astonishing Fortune is I can make these crazy fights with you facing 6 fucking adversaries over and over and over again, right?
Yeah.
So, and I think makes for a more fun and XP for monsters. That's actually, I hadn't thought of this, but because you don't really gain that much XP from monsters, it doesn't fuck up the advancement. Because if you do that in D&D or in Pathfinder and you grant, or Starfinder, and you grant XP for everything you defeat, then you advance a lot faster than what you intended, because the vast majority of your XP comes from defeating adversaries. Whereas in this, if I do double it or triple it or whatnot, it's really not going to, it's not going to make up for a huge windfall. It's going to make for a little bit more, but not a huge amount, because it largely derives from loot. So cool. All right, let me get out of here, and we'll make with the outro. Oh, that means there's a bunch of second level guys who are going to be facing whatever you're facing on Wednesday. Pretty awesome. Yeah, let me stop sharing games here. Boom. And I'll turn my camera off. Turn it back on again. Nope, still not out of Roll20. Are you still thinking? Yeah, there we go. Camera off. Camera on. There we go. Okay, great. So for those listening at home, thanks so much for joining us for episode 4 of the Beneath the Boneyard campaign. We had a pretty eventful evening tonight. Got to see a lot of interesting things in play. As always, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, please don't hesitate to drop me a line. You can leave a comment in the comment section below, and I will endeavor to respond in a timely fashion. Alternatively, you can reach me on Twitter at Dungeon Musings, or you can reach me by email at dungeonmusings@gmail.com. In addition, if you don't want to miss a live game of ours, be sure to click on subscribe and click on the bell icon to get the notification for when we send out a notice on the community or when we go live. In addition, you may notice that there is a link to something called Heroes Save Villages in the description of this video. That is the charity fundraising campaign that we run on the channel. The charity that benefits from the channel or from the charitable donations is SOS Children's Villages International, a really terrific charity that provides. Oop, my camera is fucking up here. You doing camera? There we go. Provides direct benefit and advocacy for over 80,000 children who are orphaned or abandoned in over 134 countries, or around 134 countries. The children who benefit are kids who do not have the support structure and the nurturing environment they need to be able to enjoy being a kid and properly develop. So the any donations made to the Hero Save Villages campaign all help that out. We don't do any other fundraising or rather monetization on the channel. So there's that. And from now until July 1st, so 10 more days from the time of recording, every $25 Canadian that is donated, so every $25 donated, gets you one entry in the charity raffle that we are running. And the raffle has a bunch of very, very cool prizes, including the grand prize of a platinum edition Waterdeep Dragon Heist box set created by Beetle and Grimm. Originally, this was a $500 purchase. It's this amazing, like, massive, oversized thing with a bunch of cool stuff in it, a bunch of maps, a bunch of miniatures, and can be potentially yours. So you get one chance to win it for every $25 donated. And again, $25 Canadian, which all know is mostly made of maple and crushed up maple leaves. So American dollars, that's only about $20.
Okay, stop. Wait, I have a question that relates to this.
Of course, yeah.
The draw live on the channel.
I am, yeah. It'll be live, and it's actually going to be a roll. We're creating random encounter tables as is appropriate for a channel with so much OSR content, and we're doing the live draw. Yeah, live on July 1st. It'll be that evening. The donations, we're cutting off the donations at noon Mountain Time, so that's 1 o'clock Central Time on July 1st, and then after that, we're making the draw. Other prizes include things like there is a copy of Beetle and Grimm's new Sinister Silver edition of the Ghost of Saltmarsh. That's my copy, but the copy that they've donated is actually still wrapped up in the bubble wrap. It's going to come to you as if it came right out of the Beetle and Grimm warehouse. There's a bunch of cool rule books as well, too, for things including Warhammer Fantasy 4th Edition, RuneQuest Glorantha, Legend of the Five Rings from Fantasy Flight, and both core rulebooks for the Delta Green game, as well as some cool PDF prizes. So there's lots of cool prizes to win. And again, any donations that go that are made through the Heroes Save Villages website, all of that goes directly to benefit the children who benefit from SOS Children's Villages International's activities. So it's all a bunch of good activity, or it is a good act to be donating money towards the charity, and you get a chance to win some very, very cool gaming stuff. So great stuff. Anyway, lastly, but certainly not least, I want to thank my players. So Arlen, Dave, Greg, Jeff, and Steve-O, thank you so much for joining me back beneath the Boneyard tonight, guys. I had so much fun running this.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for running it.
And congrats on everybody who hit second level, too.
Second level, almost third with that double XP.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So you survived to second level. Boy, I wonder what's going to happen in the next room. Anyway, we will find out what's happening in the next room on Wednesday. I guess last but not least, I'm going to say thanks again for those listening at home. Thank you so much for spending your time with us beneath the Boneyard. And until next time,